teachers will show us how to use them well. Use them well. We are crafters, and we will master. We will learn the lightning. We will learn through fighting. Maybe even a little kiting. At the Evan Academy. Oh no, here comes all the fighters. Be a little wiser, learning about the dangers. At the Evan Academy. Better take a potion, try to keep in motion. This is our first lesson at the Evan Academy. That old wizard, where did he go? Can't change my class, nobody knows. Sorry I'm late for this lesson. All those snakes came out of absolutely nowhere. I swear, please don't fail me. Used up all my potions, have to sell all these items. I'll try a bit harder, at least I'm not a botter. Today there was a pop quiz. Should you use a twin blade or scav? I think we all know the answer here. Twin blade, the way to go. Okay, they said that was wrong. Not sure I agree here, I'll just keep nodding along. Oh hey, check out what I put on. I look pretty cool as a frog. Looking good. Uh-oh, I think it's cursed. What a noob. Shouldn't have gone to that swamp. I'll buy the cure for this very tremendously super cruel, horrendously terrible mask at Shop of Shop. I hope it's not too expensive. Oh no, here comes all the fighters. Be a little wiser, learning about the dangers.
Okay, guys, so, let me take that off one. We have so many dev notes to cover, and it's been a long time since I went over them, which was December was the last one. Actually, I think it was January. Oh, guys, I gotta sneeze. I wasn't quite prepared for it. Okay, so we're actually gonna start with the first one, the newest release. That's how I figure I'll do it. We'll go backwards, okay? And we're gonna go till here. I think that was the last one I read. But okay, so let's start with 0442, which is the newest one that was released on May 8th, and today is May 10th, 2025. So here we go. Let me make sure everything's showing up. Wow, what is that? Is that shark bones? Whoa. They're in some sort of dungeon. Is my mic not working? What?
No, it's the colors for whatever reason are really weird
The colors?
on your camera. Yeah, it's like
I don't
your face
see
is
it.
being cut out.
Really? I got
Yeah,
the
is
green
this-
on. Is that
Hold on.
Why is there always something that gives us problems at the beginning of the stream? Did you mess with it?
No,
Did you touch my green screen?
no.
I think you did. You just wanted to jump back on camera like me.
Oh, is that
So
it?
you
Oh.
secretly messed with it. So you're like, oh no, I gotta come back on camera. Big thing. Okay, so we can see there's like some sort of shark skull bones here and some sort of dungeon. What is that? Okay, dev post about skills introduction. With the latest patch just released, development is already underway for the next one. Patch 441. Is that the one previous? Okay, we'll read that next because that's going backwards. Was the first step towards a full skill system. And this update follows up with more improvements. What has been done so far will be discussed in detail in this dev post. Skill testing, important disclaimer. More time is still needed to develop the supporting content for the skills to maximize testing and gathering. Yeah, I think it was the lighting. See, that's why I had that one be turned off, because sometimes it messes with it.
Blue
It's blue?
or something. You see that?
Weird. Wait, is it your thing, though?
No.
Maybe you should look at
Cause
it
see,
with
look
my
at here.
phone.
Look, your face is blue there too.
I don't look like it to me. That's weird. Okay, I'll have a blue face for the stream, I guess. I'll pretend I'm cosplaying.
As a Smurf.
Where were we? What has been done so far? Well, in detail. Okay, more time is still needed to develop the supporting content for the skill. To maximize testing and gather server stability checks, the basic classless versions of development skills as described later in skill introductions are being released, meaning that all test skills are released to all players and will be deleted again later. So that's saying don't get attached to it. That's what I just read. While the server is being tested with temporary skills, development can continue on dedicated class hubs, each designed for a specific class with their own skills, masters, and unique skill tree. All test skills can be obtained from the temporary skill master in an Avon location shown in the screenshot, which is over there. I guess over here it's below me. There he is. So just like before, the old wizard. As described later in skill introductions are being released, meaning that all test skills are released to all players and... Oh, sorry, I already read that one. I didn't highlight it, so I lost my place. All test skills can be obtained from the temporary skill master in even location shown in the screenshot. These skills are temporary and will be replaced with classic-based skills in a future update. Thank you for testing Endless Online. Recode still reworks part 2. This update takes an important step forward with the skill systems. Something many players have been looking forward to. A lot of time and effort was spent creating the various systems that work together to make these skills function. The focus was fully on developing these skills systems rather than adding the usual new content. This update may not have a lot of new content, but the work done on the skill system is a step in the right direction. It offers a nice framework to build stuff on the future. In the future. Okay, so it looks like we got a screenshot of what spells might look like. We got a little something in the back, cooldowns. So when I played Ever Endless, we had something like this. Cooldowns are important for making gameplay feel smooth and responsive. Cooldowns are now added to the game and synced between the client and server. This helps developers design and balance skills better. Players also get a clear cooldown bar that shows when they can use a skill again, making the game more fun and easy to follow. Cooldown groups. Cooldown groups have been added to the game to allow multiple skills to share the same cooldown. When one skill in a group is used, all the skills in that group also go on a cooldown. Okay. This will give EO flexibility and balanced gameplay. Status effects. Status effects have been added to bring more depth to combat. These effects can either help or hurt a player or NPC depending on the type. For example, buffs can regenerate health or increase attack. Again, something we had in Ever Endless. We've seen this before. That's nice. That's nice. Uh-oh. Oh, hi, PlayStation. Oh, no, not the Endless Online patch notes. I know. It's been so long. Is your mic off? I hope not. I made sure it wasn't, but I always have some sort of errors I run into. The dreaded patch notes is worse than playing the actual game. Let me go back and see it. Now I gotta check my stream to make sure the mic's working. Hold on here. Oh, if not, I would have to do it all over again.
I think you're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hold on here. I gotta hear it myself. Actual game. Okay. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yes, mic is working. I was worried there for a second because I did restart my computer and we did a lot of things, moved around, unplugged things, and replugged it back in. And usually when that happens, a lot of things don't work. But I've over the years, I've kind of realized what isn't working, and so like I'll be like, oh, the mic's not working, not to go over here and set this up, because I found out it'll automatically go to a default when I restart my computer for some reason. So now that is something that I actively check for. But hello. cooldown groups have been added to the game. I think I read that one. With one skill in the group is used. Okay, all of them go do cooldowns. Status effects, debuffs. Status effects have been added to bring more depth to combat. These effects can either help or hurt a player. Okay, yeah, we did that part. Status effects show up clearly in the UI user interface as white icons on the lower right corner make it easier for players to see what is active. Debuffs are configurable in the Pub Studio and are part of the skill system that is now complete. Fire from the sky. Ooh, fancy. I think we actually seen that one before, but I'm kind of wondering if we got any kind of new pixels for it. Pixel sprites. Target options. Skills can be designed with a specific target option. Players can now click directly on tiles or areas in the game world to cast skills, allowing for area-based effects like traps or ground spells. This new system adds tactical depth and support more creative skills types. While it already works, future updates should add ground indicators to make targeting clearer and more precise during combat. I wish I could say I'm more excited about this, but I'm not. I'm not a magic user. I have never been a magic user. I always use my sword or my bow. That's it. But with the short time that I played Endless Online, Ever Endless, and actually played with the spells, I was getting used to it, so I can kind of visualize what's going on in here while they describe it. Because I'm like, oh, okay, that's exactly what happened in Ever Endless. I get it. And that was nice. I got that pretty quickly. Catch cooldowns and status effects. Cooldowns and status effects are now stored in the database and automatically resync when a player logs back in. Oh, that's so nice. I hope I'm understanding that correctly. So is that like the signing the hotkeys? This ensures that all the timers continues as expected, even after disconnects or relogs. It prevents players from avoiding debuffs, deaths, timers, and other time-based effects by simply logging out. It also prevents the loss of important buffs after intentionally disconnects. Oh, unintentionally disconnects. Oh, I see. I see. Huh. Okay. Yeah, that was a thing where I would go to use a spell. I mean, I rarely use them, but when I do use them, it's like it's not showing up. The self-heal is what I would use. It's like, it's gone. Okay, I don't recognize this hat or this little dragon guy, so I'm guessing that's new. Skill introductions. Now that the core system are in place, we can start exploring what is possible with skill development. In this section, we will take a look at a few example skills and how they take advantage of the new features. Dash. Oh my goodness! We can run! We can actually run! You're kidding! We can actually run! Oh my goodness. I've been asking for this! I think it was Fallen Evolution that had introduced something similar where it had like a run button. Oh my goodness! We've been needing this! Oh, fix it. That's why I said never mind. Did you beat Sally Face game? Yes, I did, but it was a very unsatisfying ending, so I'm thinking about coming back and revisiting it in October and trying to do it 100% so I can get the secret ending, because I hear it's supposed to be pretty good when you do it the right way. So that's what I'm planning. So you're a rage attack. Yeah, range and attack here. Yes, I am. I don't do the magic. I've never gotten into it. I don't know why. My sword is my favorite, but if I absolutely have to, I'll do my bow, even though I am horrible at targeting things. I'd rather just have pure strength and attack things with my sword. Regen. Regen is a healing skill that slowly restores a player's health for a while. The skill can be configured to also heal instantly and could be used for staying alive during longer fights and or recovery between battles. A small status effect icon appears in the UA while regen is active. Alright. Sounds like a bigger version of self-heal. Shield. Magic Shield is a protective skill that can be cast on oneself or other players. It creates a barrier around the target and reducing income damage for a duration. That's pretty nice. A status icon appears in the UI while Magic Shield is active, indicating the shield's presence. Look at that cute little dragon he has. Ah. Ooh, attack up. Boost. See, that's the kind of thing I would get, is a boost. Attack boost temporarily increases the player's damage, either by a fixed amount or a percentage of the caster or receiver attack power. It helps deal more damage in tough fights and lasts for a set duration. A small status effect icon appears in the UI while active. Here's the fire. It looks like attacks. Attack spells deal direct damage to enemies using magic. They can be configured with different damages types, range, and effects. Some spells hit instantly, while others use projectiles or area effects, cooldowns, and cast time. Help balance their power, and more! Spells and skills can be built by combining multiple effects using direct, after, and final stages. Each stage can have its own hit chance and damage type, with options for low, high, or percentage reach value. This allows for deep customization and creative skill design. This would not be... Is that cat sleeping? That cat is sleeping. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. NPC behavior. Sleepy NPCs. Oh, that's really cool. NPCs can now enter and sleep. Oh, sleep state. This enables new behavior like sleeping guard, dog, bat, sleepy pets. That's so cute. Sleepy types. NPCs now can enter one of the 4 sleep types. Always, cannot awake on their own, quick, normal, and rare. This allows for varied behaviors in how and when NPCs are falling into sleep. That is so cool. Wake up chance. Each sleeping NPC can have a wake-up chance defined as none, quick, normal, or rare. This determines how likely they are to wake up when triggered by nearby player activity. Oh my goodness, wow! I didn't think it would get that in-depth. Okay. Wake-up range. Sleep range can be configured as none, close, near, or far. This sets how sensitive an NPC is to player activity around them when asleep, enabling more control over when and why they wake up. And the sleeping is so cute! Also, I see little swords in the barrels. I don't know if those were there before, but I noticed them. A sleeping bush. Okay. Special chest tracking. Patch 4.42 introduces changes to the rare item chest system. Each chest will now track player efforts individually. Failure will rise the chance of success on the next attempt with the chest. A guaranteed buyout after a number of failures is planned. Oh, okay. But it's not active yet. It kind of reminds me of Pokemon encounters. It's like once you knock out an X amount of hotspot Pokemon, what do they call it? Raids? Something like that. Then you're like after you kill 50 Pokemon or 70, it's up there. Then you're like guaranteed to encounter a shiny after that. This change aims to make repeated effort feel more rewarding. The turtle quest has been adjusted. It is now limited to 1 daily attempt per day, costing 300 eons, and has 20 times more chance to succeed. This avoids many daily trips to the island. Each failed attempt will be counted after patch 442 landed. Winning the special prize will reset the counter back to 0. No other changes to the chest were made. Huh, okay. See, I haven't actually tried to do the turtle chest, but I like that he's making it so you have a much better chance of actually gaining it. If it's anything like shiny hunting, and that's kind of what it sounds like, then yeah, it gets very tedious very quickly. I think the longest shiny hunt I did with Pokemon was like a 3-5 hours hunt. It was a long time before I got my shiny Valiant, but finally it popped up. Toggles. The upgraded FPS system remains a dynamic FPS engine, but can now support rates up to 24 frames per second. This extends the original 0-12 FPS range that was originally designed for the game's 4 trick-based sprite animations. A dynamic FPS engine automatically adjusts its frame output rather than locking to a single fixed rate. EO was originally designed around the concept to give better performance on a low in hardware. Then faster FPS modes is experimental, but delivers noticeably smoother scrolling and character movements. Feel free to try. Huh. Oh, you can mess with it in the I forget what this called. It's like the option menu. Jail Underground, the PK zone returns. Oh my goodness. Reworking old maps. Old details were kept while making the map more polished and interesting. The goal is to add fun without losing what players remember. Upper jail floor. Minor adjustments have been made to the map layout to establish a more direct and accessible route to the lower floor, which previously served as the PK lobby. A Club WW, I think it was VV actually, Club VV, something violet. Or maze-style structure has been placed to serve as the entrance. Lower jail floor PK lobby. The lower jail floor previously used as the PK lobby has stayed the same to keep it familiar layout. The map has been expanded to lift a new wayfarer point to offer easier responding to the PK zone. Oh, that's really nice, especially if they kept the lens of truth where you have to do like 500 kills. That's a lot easier to do. You can just teleport back. Oh my goodness. The entrance to the jail sewers, now the main PK zone, has been adjusted to offer a clear and more logical path. Okay, so we can see here the original Endless Online in 2003. This was the jail layout. And then we can see the new jail layout for 2025. I see here the jail is closed, but over here it's open. So instead of going into this jail cell on, I guess you could call it the left side, you go straight in and that would take you to the PK zone. Well, it looks like instead of doing that, you're just going to go straight down into this little hole over here. Huh. Okay. How neat. I like seeing stuff like this, and I'm really happy that Voltar acknowledges that the old players need to have that old structure, but still kind of keep it new at the same time, and I think he's been doing a very good job at that. Because that's a really fine line not to cross, you know, not adding too much newness, but still keeping it familiar. And I think he's been doing a really good job at that. What is this? What is this little hole here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I can really zoom in there. What are these sparkly things all over the floor? I guess they're kind of fairies, maybe? Wow, what is that? That looks dangerous. Jail sewer at the PK zones has been changed a lot because the old map was nothing more than a big open space with repeated cross-shaped pillars. Yeah, he's right. That's what this is right here. A few cross-shaped pillars have been preserved to keep the nostalgia while also letting players enter the PK zone for any direction. This gives players a chance to enter and get ready for battle. Okay, so if you were around in 2003, actually this is like what I remember, more 2007, when we had the PK zone, people would enter the PK zone and immediately be killed because all these higher players would just sit at the entrance and then just kill anybody that walked in. And it was really hard to get into the PK zone just because of that. If you're an old player, then yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, yeah, I remember those days. It was like almost impossible to get into the PK zone. A new sewer tile set has been added with water pipes and a scenery, creating a better PK atmosphere and offering some sneaky spots to hide and surprise other players. Wow! Hey, that's pretty cool. I like that. All right. Well done. What a nice setup. Wow. Oh, let me swap over here to here. Impressive, you can finally run. Now you're on par with old RuneScape. It took a while, but we got there. What happened to Sallyface when you beat the game? He got executed, but then he came back. It was interesting. So now I'm like, well, I hope the new ending's gonna be better. It was very interesting. I actually really enjoyed that game. I wouldn't mind revisiting it and trying to complete it. NPCs can finally sleep. Now they are on par with World of Warcraft. Wait, what? There's a hack for getting shiny Pokemon? It's kind of like a hack. It's like the outbreaks, the Pokemon outbreaks in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you kill, I forget the number. I think it's like 70 If you kill 70 of those Pokemon in a row, you're supposed to have like an automatic shiny spawn. Should do a Pokemon stream. I recently caught a Mew. Aw, on my Pokemon Yellow game. Yay! Did you have to do the hack where you moved the... Where you encountered the glitch and then you flew off to another place? Which Pokemon games do you play? Currently, I was playing... I always forget which one I have. I have Violet, and then I also went out and got the new DC because I had caught all the Pokemon on Scarlet. I have caught all the Pokemon on Violet, but I wanted to catch more. I just wanted to catch all the Pokemon to be a Pokemon Master. So I had to get the DLC for the Indigo Disc and the blue something. What was it? Anyways, I got the DLC and then I completed that. So that's all done. Actually, no, I have to get the Topago or whatever, the little pink thing. I still have to get that Pokemon. But other than that, I've completed all 3 of the Pokedexes. No, it took Endless Line 22 years to make that change to their jails. Yes. But they're doing such a good job. So Sally was Jesus all along. We knew it! I figured out how to capture Mew using a hack. Good! Yeah, once you figure it out, it's like, it's hard to forget. You're like, oh my goodness, I could just do this anytime. And then if you ever have to, like, restart your game, you can have, like, a gajillion Mews. Yep, it was the flying glitch where you fly before the trainer. Yeah, Fight Law. I'm surprised it worked. Yeah, it's a very interesting glitch, and I don't know how anybody encountered that, but after word got out, it's like, it was everywhere. And I remember always having to be so careful not to activate Slowbro, because I believe there's only 2 of these, I think it was Slowbro. There's only 2 of these Slowbros that can work. There's the one above... Where is Misty's gym? That city. It's right above, across the bridge. There's a Slowpoke up there. And then the other one is near Lavender Town. Yeah, it's one of those trainers, and I think it's just those 2. For some reason I want to say 3, but I think it is just those 2. And if you kill those, that's like your only opportunity to encounter it. Okay, craft, lost and found. The Cyclops School opened and lost and found exchange, allowing players to swap their female clothes, school uniforms for males and mail and back on popular demand. Oh my goodness! So if you guys remember the old Endless Online schoolgirl uniform, there were 2 kinds. There was the black version, which is right here in this photo, and then there was the white one, and we actually never had a male version before. So the fact that we got that is just like, really? I get really excited when they add the different gender for the clothing we never had before, because it's just like, whoa, you actually did it, because it's a little unusual. For Endless Online, their vast majority of the clothing we get, you got a male and female version, and then there's some that don't have a counterpart, and it's like, wait, why not? So you kind of get used to it. 2 times female to make 1 male, and 2 male to make a female. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy they added that in. Future NPC. Server ground swap items now show map names for added context. Items like Bob Shop's flyer and Dragon Egg display where they originated, improve clarity, immersion, and helping players track item locations. That's really nice, because there's been a lot of times where I look something up and I don't know where it comes from. And it's like, what map is it on? What store did it come from? I don't know. I think I've actually mentioned something about that before too, where some things should be listed so it makes it easier to track it down. Update 4.42 is scheduled this weekend, May 11th to 12th. That's tomorrow! Oh my goodness! Right now it is 10:59 p.m. It is May the 10th, 2025. It looks like we're getting content update to Neros. Wow, okay. So, that was, remember, we're working backwards, and I have a lot to cover because I didn't do this since, like, January. So that was 0442, and now we're going to do 0441. Supposedly. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Dragons. We can see that we now have the Return of the Dragons coming back, and they got a little bit of a upgrade there. These are not the same dragons we dealt with before, which were more of a pink color. These ones are like red and black. It looks really nice, by the way. Look at that lava. Oh, and it's got a range. Oh, just like the penguin for Christmas. Oh, look at the skulls and the dead. And I don't even know what this is. I think it's probably something you gotta mine. That's what I'm guessing anyways. And new pet dragon. Dev post about introduction. Update 441 will introduce a range of improvements, new content, additional features. This release focuses on refining existing systems while expanding the game world with new activities. More information will be added to this post in the upcoming days. Recode skill rewards. The decision has been made to completely recode the skill system, removing, and that was everything we just read. Removing old code and public status structure to make room for future enhancements. This will enable features such as spell cooldowns, multiple effects per skill, and availability to attach buff and debuffs. As part of the process, the public file has been fully designed, including updates to the pub studio to support easier editing. In addition, the graphics system has been revamped. The EGF load catch system has been replaced with a single surface in memory. After careful consideration, it was decided that loading everything into memory would provide smoother operation. To meet the request of the theme creator, the surface has been moved to EGF2, allowing custom icon designs. Additionally, all icons have been modernized by removing their old wooden box backgrounds. The hotkey drag and drop feature has been recoded, and the skill panel has been redesigned to support all actions via left click, allowing players to select, drag, and execute skills. Right click remains for direct execution and hotkey use. While the visual changes to the skill panel may be the most noticeable update, this overhaul lays the groundwork for more robust skill system updates in the future. Again, this is all skill things, all magic that I don't really use, but looking at it, it looks like a really nice improvement. I don't recognize some of these on here, but that's okay. That's good. That means they did new sprites, and I like it when they do new sprites. That makes me very happy. Instead of using the same sprites we've been using for nearly 30 years. It's time for new sprites. Okay, we get a picture explaining all this stuff. I don't really get it, but there it is for you. You probably do. I know. I don't do magic. I can appreciate it, though. For someone that can have more understanding of what this is. They can see it. It's a visual. Oh, okay, here we go. On the dragon. Dragon Path, Dragon Den. Return of the Dragons. The dragons have returned to EO, bringing back a beloved and difficult part of the old game, the Nostalgia Cave. Once the entrance to the original Dragon Cave can now be entered again through remastered maps. The maps that leads to the Dragon Den is more scary than before, with barricades and warning signs placed to keep people away. In the classic EO, dragon fights were known for being tough and epic, so one of the main goals was to make the dragons feel strong and dangerous again. As a result, new NPC behavior, such as NPC speed, gearbox, sprinting in area of effect attacks was added. Generic features controlled in the pub studio that can also be used for any features that PCs. More about this later in the dev post. So can you actually see where the dragons are located? Is that what this little picture is over here? Because that's kind of neat if that's so. Instead of just dealing with the red box that lights up to tell you that an enemy's there. But wow, look at all that lava, and you got lava falling from the sky, and there's lava puddles. If you didn't know already, I really like lava maps and snow maps. But definitely lava maps, because it's just all bright and it makes you feel warm. You should try the Pokemon DS game Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I actually have that one. I just never completed it. Yeah, it was the one Slowbro trainer above Cerulean. Okay, I thought it was Slowpoke. Slowpoke, Slowbro, one of them. I've done it so many times, I should remember this stuff, you know? I'm glad I caught that Mew, or else the Elite Four would have whooped me. Yeah, they're really hard. I was telling Ryan a few weeks ago when we were beating the Elite Four for one of my sons, because all of them, two out of three, have Pokemon. And you know, the Elite Four now, it's nothing compared to what you had to deal with in the Game Boy version. It's so much easier now than it was before. And before, you had to stock up because there was no leaving or healing or Pokemon. You had to be ready to go. There was no redos. You had to fight 5 battles in a row, just back to back to back, and they were hard. Especially when you didn't have the right team, and there was no swapping out your Pokemon. You had to make sure you had the right team to just all set up. I remember I had to reset my system so many times because I kept failing one of the battles, and it's like a lot of it almost felt like it was just pure luck to get past a certain point. It's like, oh, why? Especially if you got a Pokemon that kept choosing rollout. That's awful. Cyclops School. Aww, look, he's wearing the old uniform. And the new one, oh. And they got a little school and a desk that's so cute, and lockers, and there's like a chalkboard over here. Schoolgirl uniforms. Cyclops Smart School is a strange new area that pokes fun at part of the old EO in which Cyclops randomly drops schoolgirl uniforms without much reason. In this world, the Cyclops has stolen school supplies like lockers and blackboards, convinced they are building a real school to show how smart they are. They even wear schoolgirl uniforms as part of the act. Of course, the truth is that the Cyclops are not pulling off much at all. The school is a mess. Their lessons make no sense, and nothing really works the way they think it does. Still, the area gives players fun new lore and a new way to collect both schoolgirl uniforms, which can now also be worn by male characters. And right there, I just mentioned how the male character uniforms were added. There's a fly around me, it won't go away. It's like one of those fruit flies, too. It's like itty bitty one. To add more vibes to the area, Cyclops dropped their strange homework as viewable items, and the canteen woman, Ursuloops, always has something weird to say. I wonder how you get to the Cyclops. Before, you would go to where, like, the butterflies were in the old Endless Online. But I don't know where these would be now. I don't think it even gives any hint as to where to go, because normally I would like to go there. I want to go to these maps and look at them, but nothing's telling me how to get there. Waku Wild West. Waku Expansion. Waku Wild West is a new area content to the Wacky Water Grotto? Expanding the western side with a fresh training map. The area brings more room for future NPC monsters and items, offering a light and fun environment with a purpose. One of the long-term goals for this map is to slowly move some of the jewelry crafting materials away from the daily coin shops and into farmable drops from new NPCs found here. Waku Wild West is still a calm training spot for now, but it opens the doors for more farming-focused content. Over time, players can expect more reasons to visit, as new NPCs and item drops make this a valuable spot for crafting and progression. Pirate Cove. Pirate Cove is a new map added to Tropica, made as a home for the many pirates found across Endless. So many pirates-themed NPCs already scattered around the world, it made sense to give them their own hub. Pirate Cove brings them together in one place, creating a space for the new quests and feature stories. This map is just the beginning of building a bigger role for pirates in the game. Quests here can help connect the pirate characters and give them more purpose. I kind of like that. I like that he's focusing on this. I like it when they get more backstory and he's expanding on the world. And it's not just something thrown together. He's trying to actually connect it. Turning them into a proper part of the world. Over time, more quests and updates will expand the story of Pirate Cove and its crew. Pirate Cove could become a new layer to Tropica and give players a reason to return more often. So we see they got their little huts and they got a ship and a little boat down here. I don't know what's floating in the water. Maybe turtles. Huh. Okay. New behaviors. NPC speed gearbox. A new NPC behavior has been added with 3 valuable to control their operation speed, which also NPCs to dynamically switch between different speeds based on their current stat. Default hostile attacking. This gives the developers more control over NPC behavior that could be created at more balanced difficulty. For example, NPCs can now move quickly but attack slowly. or move slowly but attack fast. Additionally, a sprint has been added, enabling NPCs to sprint towards players. Oh no! I don't know if I like that so much. I'm kind of jumpy when they gotta encounter a fast NPC. When they detect them or when they're angry with the cooldown in place. Oh my goodness! This new feature has been used with dragons for now, making their movements and attacking feel more varied and intense. However, the system is flexible and any NPC can be modified to use this behavior. I actually really like that. I like that he's trying to make NPCs different from one another. And we also kind of had something similar to this. Those who played Endless Online, you might remember that sometimes the bells, the little guys that looked like Zatch Bell, where the swamp area was, and the Tenba bags, the Tenbas, sometimes one of the bells would run faster than the others. It was unusual. This would also happen in the Reaper Cave. One of the undead would move faster than the other. And again, with the Carnies, just randomly, one would move faster than the other. So we've kind of already seen this before. So I don't know if that was intentional or not, but here we're seeing it again. And this time it is intentional. This new feature has been used with dragons for now. Oh, sorry, I read that. NPC speed, default speed, hostile speed, attack speed, and sprint moves. Alright. That's going to be kind of scary going into the dragons then. New behavior. Fleesome. The aura bite that controls NPC behavior such as attraction and fleeing has been extended with the new state Fleesome. This state allows all NPCs, aggressive and passive, to flip between attacking and fleeing. Oh. That's kind of neat. Wow. Creating enemies that are dangerous and unpredictable at the same time. It adds a new layer of chaos to fights. I actually really like that. But it's going to be kind of annoying when you're trying to get a rare drop and your guy runs away from you. Where NPCs might suddenly retreat, only to change again a moment later. This behavior is currently used by the ash spiders living in the Dragon Path and Dragon Den, blah, blah, making them a serious factor to deal with. All current area stats. Attack, crows, flee, chickens, fleesome, ash spiders. I have not seen fleesome, but we have seen the chickens that run away from you, and they are very hard to catch. So the ash spiders are an actual pile of ash that, like, what, bite you? Do they have teeth? So we have not seen this before. At least I haven't. I don't think I have. That's interesting. I definitely like lava maps and snow maps on RuneScape. Yeah, they're really nice. When I played on Elder Scrolls Online, I came to this lava area. I was like, oh, it's so cool. And actually, on this online, I went to on top of the volcano for New Year's, and I was just shooting off all the fireworks there because I just love lava maps. And then the snow, just crunchy, it's calm. You beat the game for your sons? Kind of. One of them needs help because he's still young. He's 5. He can't really do the reading. He did, however, learn how to evolve the Pokemon and then catch them to fill out the Pokédex. But he'll still need help from time to time. Even though my oldest, he's 7. Sometimes he gives up so easy, but we're trying to encourage him to beat the game by himself, because he can do that. Like Mario Odyssey, he totally beat that by himself. There's quite a few other games he did by himself. But Pokemon, he's just kind of about it. He's more interested in, like, the power-ups you get, rather than the actual game itself. But there's so much dialogue in Pokemon. I don't blame him. He could beat it by himself if he wanted to. As a kid, I would always use the legendaries in Elite 14. I think I would do that with the birds, at least. But I usually had a planned team ahead before I made it to Elite 4. I'm like, oh, look, there's a Jigglypuff was one of my favorite ones to get because, you know, puts people to sleep. I need that. That's great for me. My starter Pokemon was always going to be Charmander. I liked having a fire type. I want to say Abra, I think, was also one of my guys I would try to get. I think Pidgey as well. You know, I'd evolve them all. But, like, I had a specific team I'd always try to put together. Because they were pretty strong, and I'm like, oh, okay, that works really well against a lot of the people in the Elite Four. So I would plan way ahead of time before I even got to the Elite Four. Cheers! Happy Mother's Day! Oh, hi Noah! Hi, thank you! It is just about for us. It's 11:15 p.m. right now. But thank you! I was like, oh yeah, Mother's Day, that's coming. It's like tomorrow. Oh yeah, happy Mother's Day, Blink! Oh, thank you, PlayStation! I almost forgot. Sometimes I go back and forth between remembering and then forgetting. all day. The stream has low. Hold on, where'd that go? It popped up. Low viewership. Not many Endless Online fans. Good thing this game reminds me of RuneScape Classic, so it gives me nostalgia feel, even if never played the game. I actually had someone reach out and be like, you haven't made Endless Online videos in a while. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I've been planning on it too. I just never actually got to it. And I actually just released a song completely made for Endless Online called Avon Academy. And I was actually playing at the beginning of this stream. I'm actually wearing my Endless Online shirt. I forgot to mention that. I don't know how well it's showing up on the camera, but I got that on. Endless Online will always have a soft spot in my heart. Even if 2 people watch it, I'm still gonna do this. Also add Poppy playtime to your... Ooh, scary game list. Okay. I'm all interested in these scary stuff now. And, like, we just finished Breaking Bad, watching it. And before that, you know, we did Walking Dead. And we're on Dexter now. So I'm kind of in, like, the scary mood. Where I want to watch all these things. Oh, we finished Game of Thrones. We're currently watching The Last of Us. Kind of this ongoing theme I got going on here. Okay, but I'll add that in. Poppy playtime. Okay. Doesn't sound scary, but maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Pretty sure the first game is free, and it'll be fun to see you react. Okay, hopefully you guys will actually get a reaction. I'm not good at that at all. I don't give much reaction. Even watching shows, it's just like unfazed. Oh, his head just got ripped off. Unfazed. Man, I remember when I was 4 years old playing Pokemon Yellow. Aw, for the first time, imagine your game. First gym leader being Brock. Ugh, Brock. And then you got your Pikachu, and it's just like, it's not a good matchup. Imagine your first gym leader being Brock with all the Brock types, and your main Pokemon is a weak Pikachu. I remember those days. I think I used a Butterfree against Brock to win my first time. Oh yeah, Butterfree's also a really good one. I'm playing Pokemon Yellow and I thought Butterfree was good. I agree. He's usually on my team as well. I didn't know anything about fighting types at the time. No, how could you? You were 4. It takes a while to learn it. That's probably me, lol, since I'm not exactly playing these days. You're my solo game source for the ins and outs of goings on EO. And I have not been doing a good job at it, because I haven't done one since, like, December. So I have so much to cover. I'm on, like, the second one out of 7 updates. Oh, you finished Breaking Bad? I did. Can you spoil it for me? I want to watch it, but never had the time. Spoil it for you? I would say it's definitely worth watching. It's interesting to watch a character slowly get worse over time, and then he kind of backtracks near the end. Also, right away you're introduced that he is on a time limit. He develops cancer, and pretty much the whole thought process throughout the show is, I'm dying anyways. What's the point? What's gonna happen to me? I'll get killed. I'm dying anyways. It's very interesting. Do watch it. Do watch it. Man, they also do a really good job with story and characters and scene setup. I'm like, oh wow, this was really good. I wasn't expecting it. It was actually pretty nice to watch, and especially the last episode where they had the gun showdown. I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta watch that again. I know Walt was a chemistry teacher. Now fill in the blanks for me on how he becomes Heisenberg. He basically, because he knows he's dying, he needs money. like instantly. And he finds out selling meth gets you money, but he can cook it really fine, like the purity level's up there. So because of that, he then tries to kind of start a business underneath someone, but he's never satisfied, and he keeps killing off the competition and building himself up. He makes friends with the new competition, and then he keeps going up more and more and more, and it's so good. It's so good. Nope, you're underestimating yourself, my friend. Your reactions to Andy and Lele were some of your best ever. Were they really? Oh my goodness, did I actually have that much of a reaction? Now I can't even remember. I think it's because of all the M and X rated content, to be honest. It might be. I really don't play games like that. But it's also done in such a way where you're really enjoying it. There's no other way to explain it. Like I said, there's a way to show off a bunch of gore, but not just have it be gore. It's there for a reason. It does something. It's part of the story. It's not just to gross you out or to make you feel nauseous. And so I enjoy when a game tries to display it in a more creative way. Or a show, for that matter. Like Dexter. It's very interesting. Right? I watched the clips of Breaking Bad. He has cancer! You spoiled me! I'm sorry, JK, I hope so. I'm like, wait, that's like the first thing you learn on episode 1. If I spoiled you, you didn't get very far in the first episode. Please spoil it for me. I don't have the free time to watch it anymore. Yeah, he has cancer, lol. I'll have to send you the Walking Dead Breaking Bad crossover they did. They actually did one? What? How? Wait, so he's going to die so he tries to become rich? Yes. Yes. And who is Gus? Is he like a rival? Yes. Gus is like a main distributor of meth. And he's been in the business for 20 years, and he's very good at what he does. But Walt challenges him. And the way he wins is like, oh, that was such a cool scene when he walked out the door. Half his face is missing. That was such a cool scene. Oh, there's so many scenes I really enjoyed. Just watch you trying to censor every word and dialogue was hilarious. Oh, I think I did it effectively, but there's still some times where I'm like, I can't read that sentence right there. We're moving on. I'm gonna take another drink of coffee, and then we're gonna do some more reading here. Okay, NPC attack pack flags has added a control. New NPCs reacts as a group. When this flag is set, instead of none, the NPC will be alert. Nearby NPCs will attack those NPCs with the check on their own attack pack flags to decide if they should also aggro the attacker. NPCs with the any flag will instantly join the fight. So is it like they call for help and more join? Well, kind only alerts NPCs from the same kind group. The same limits it is exact NPCs, same as IT. Huh. The system allows for more dynamic group behavior and creates a more challenging group encounters. The Cyclops will be the first NPCs to test the new kind of behavior. Huh. I don't even know where they are. I'm going to have to ask on Globe. We are going to dive into the game too, but like I said, we got so many notes to go over. I'm so sorry, guys. So we got none, any, kind, and same. Huh, okay. Monthly leaderboards introduced. The new monthly progress tracking system is now in place, featuring visible leaderboards that display the top players for both the current and previous month. This approach moves away from a static, long-term top 100 player list. Huh. I kind of like that better, actually. 100 player lists that offer new players little to no chance of appearing. Yeah, really. With progress resetting each month Any player now has the opportunity to make the leaderboard, making competitive play more accessible and engaging for both new and returning players. That's really cool. All right. Monthly overall leaderboards, monthly iron mode leaderboards. I'm not doing iron mode. Monthly undefeated leaderboard. That I'm never showing up on that one. Who is this old man just hanging out, dressed like a monkey? High level quest pack 1. New quest. For the cause. 10 for later. Give for Fergie? Waku Deep West. What is all these? Words I can't read. Okay, Furry Fergie wants to blend in with the local apes by crafting a full monkey suit. He is not too sure what the number needed. Maybe 6, maybe 9, but 10 should be enough. Travel to Waku Deep West and bring him 10 apers. Once he is convinced, he will reward you with your efforts. Okay. 90,000. That's good. Wow. Look at the outfit she's wearing. How neat. Dragon Cave Quest Pack 2. Elise, a collector of draconic lore, needs your help. She is searching for the ancient dragon relic, which is hidden deep within the Scorched Dragon Den. She believes the relic holds immense knowledge. Retrieve the relic from the Dragon Den and bring it safely back to her. Elise will reward you with a great amount of experience and a special book. At least the dragon collector believes something is wrong with the dragon relic despite her best effort. She cannot destroy it. The relic hums and whispers things that should not be heard. Ellis asks for your help to carry the relic to the top of the Shadow Mountain. Oh my goodness, that's where the lava is. I like the lava. Shadow Island and throw it into the volcano. She believes volcano may be the only way to destroy it. Once you complete this task, Elise will reward you with a great experience and Tome of Master Knowledge. Oh look, he's wearing the male uniform. The male school uniform. Oh, look at that hat. That's new. I really like black and red together. Dragon Path Quest, Pack 3. Brom, the Hatcher, has a peculiar way of hatching dragon eggs. He asks for your help in bringing him a dragon egg. Once you hand it over, Brom will perform his own strange hatching ritual, and you may just find yourself with Mogi. The egg might not hatch every time, but Brom promises that it will be an exciting experience regardless. Huh, so every player gets an egg? That's really cool. Iron Felix, the undefeated dragon slayer, remains stationed on the dragon path. Though proud and unyielding, he requests your help to cull the dragon population in the area. Slay 50 dragons of any kind, dragonlings, hatchlings. Oh my goodness, there's baby dragons. You monster, you're killing off babies. Or fully grown beasts, and return to him for your reward. Should you brag about your efforts, you may choose to report to Lady Iva instead of an even greater reward. Huh. Sounds like your karma's gonna kick in with that. Having proven yourself in battle, Iron Felix now entrusts you with a greater task. The den is home to the dragons stronger than before, massive creatures and rare beasts that few dare challenge. You are asked to slay 40 of the beasts. Darla whispers known... Oh, what is this? Piecing the puzzle? Okay. Darla whispers knows every secret in Pirate Cove, and she suspects something is stirring among the pirates. Rumors of a long-lost treasure, the One Piece, have begun to the surface, with each pirate seemingly holding a piece of the puzzle. You are tasked with speaking to the local Shovel Pete, Pennystock, Golden Joe, Daniel Daggers, okay, Barry Booze, and Tex Hand to uncover the truth. Also, interesting outfit over here, and do we get that? Huh. And this hat. This outfit is also new, if we get to wear it. Daniel Dagger, the pirate leader, has a personal vendetta against the low-tide pirates who wreaked havoc on Pirate Cove, and he asks you to eliminate 50 invading pirates at Avonport to send a message and Restore peace. Once you've done the job, Daniel will reward you with EXP and eons. Pennystock, the quartermaster, the pirate crew, has... I wonder if Voltar/Arnaud is a fan of One Piece, because we do see Luffy's hat and a few other things that kind of pop up. And I mean, that was back in like what, 2005, 7, really early in Lost Online. Pirate crew has noticed that some of the pirate supplies have gone missing. Rumors suggest that the big creature in the cursed temple took them. Penny asks you to recover the supplies, and depending on the crate's contents, you might meet different pirates in Pirate Hub. Who will reward you for your efforts? Oh my goodness, there are so many quests. Oh, here's a balloon, and there's pandas. New safe routes. Panda Express offers you a chance to travel between distant locations like Avena, Nudo, and Monkey Island. Each flight requires you to pay a fee in ancient coins. If you have enough, Panda Express will take you to your destination, and if not, you can fly back to Avon for free. Self-heal Tiny. Tiny? No! Don't go backwards! When the engine now supporting 2 sources of skill, general skill unlocked through quests or items, class-based skills tied to the class level. A common issue with players forgetting skills obtained from one-time quests. To address this, all learnable objects, such as the skill books in Avon Library, oh, that's really nice, are now quest aware. They will automatically list any general skills that can be relearned, provided the associated quest has already been completed. That's really nice. Okay. Yeah, you would have to reset your character a lot in order to mess around with your stats for, like, any kind of spells or whatever you wanted to learn. And, yeah, that wasn't fun. Oh my goodness, I see the twin blade! Woo! An item group field has been added to all items to link them with the new class system. This allows the engine to reward players for using the right kind of gear without restricting any player to wear the weapon he wants. In the future, skills may require a specific weapon to be equipped. Okay. Non-fighter, ranger, both, caster, all. Twin blade! Are you coming back to us? Swaggy Santa. The quest window now includes additional information for quests that are out of reach due to level or quest status of a player. The minimum level of a quest was not reached. The needed pre-quest was not completed. The number of out of reach quests are shown with subtitle line, allowing players to see what is ahead and plan their progress accordingly. Hey, that's really neat. This also helps new players understand the overall scope of the game. With 166 quests currently, wow, 166, currently loaded by the server and more to come. Possible quests, daily quests, weekly quests. Back office tools. I can't see any. I read Nutcracker. That's about it. Good tooling is helping to maintain some control over the overall development and game balance. Pub Studio has been enhanced with various new views and lookup. Developers now have clear overview of various crafts, making it easier to track and compare them. In addition, a CC score is in development, which calculates in relative cost of a craft based on drop chances and Eon prices. This allows a manual comparison of crafts, giving developers valuable insight into how different crafts measure up and helping determine how powerful balancing crafts items should be. Why is the speaker quacking? Silly things. Quackbox. Quackbox. Noisebox. New silly speaker box item type have been added for fun, which can be used as light pranks. It could also later be used to distract NPCs, adding new ways to interact with certain NPCs. Okay, sounds good to me. Finally, we're near the end, and then I'll jump over there to the chat. Summary 4.41. Keep progress on reworking the skill system steady, adding a good amount of new things. Skill code, dragon stuff, bounty command, new NPC behavior, schoolgirl uniform, showing quests out of reach. 4 new areas, new noise box, item types, EO, plus script roll. Hey, that's new. Bacorni? I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but there it is. It looks like it's something that you would wear with the Olron or the Orona. So we're still going backwards, and that was 41. 41. Okay, now we're on 40. This, I'm telling you guys, this is going to take a while. Okay, so we read the update for May 8th. The one after that was April 11th, and now we're going to read the one from March 12th. We got like 4 more after that. That's terrible. There are links to a Discord to watch later. Okay, that sounds really interesting. I didn't know they did a crossover. It's their unofficial. And is Jess just some poor kid that joins the drug game? It's kind of sad in a way. Jesse is was a student of Walt, who is a chemistry teacher, Mr. White, and they met in junior year, and then Walt has a brother in the DEA, a brother-in-law, and he went with him on one of these, what do you want to call it, stakeouts kind of thing, to bust someone, a meth lab, and he saw Jess sneaking out for the first time, and because he saw Jess, he just automatically targets him. He's like, guess what? You're going to help me make it sell meth now. And that's kind of how that gets started. And Walt will not leave him alone. Honestly, Breaking Bad is one of those stories that sounds crazy and realistic at the same time. Yeah, it really does. It's very interesting. Have they restated the heavy battle plate armor? No, I don't think they have. Hey, what's your in-game name? Hi, I'm Bling Queen. And so if I was over to gameplay right here, you can see I'm just in Avon right now, up there in my little penguin. But here I are. We'll be reading that soon enough, but since we're on the screen, we'll go over it. Welcome to Endless Online 0.4.42.0. Do not share any personal information, just as your full name, address, phone number, social, emails, or passwords while playing. Stay safe and have fun. Class dialogue allows easy to start, easy stats reset, but most features are still in development. So I can't scroll down, but we can see people will be talking it up over here. We get some peoples around here. Who's spamming? Let's see if we can see anything new right now. We can see a sleeping puppy. What else? Oh, someone has a drum over here. I don't see anything like new right now. Get a bird. You. Hi. Yes. Sasuko has spotted us. Say hi to stream. Hi, Bling Queens. Hello. Let's see how many people are online right now. We got 302. You see this? You see this number? It was almost 400 earlier today. What have we got? Okay, so we got arena, freeze tag, capture the flag, extra large, and then whack-a-mole. Okay. And then what's this? This is upcoming events. Okay, that's the hourly schedule. We get nothing in our gift box. That's just the map. Nothing special here. Oh, wow, that's new. Okay. What did I click on? Character class? Huh. That's all new. I haven't seen this before. Oh, wow. So there's a new way to do your stats? Oh, wow. And you can level each one individually? Whoa. Hey, that's pretty neat. Oh, Sauce is talking to me. Hold on. Where did this start? They spamming so much. Thank you. Reading death notes. I love you too. Aww. I'm so distracted. Aww, I'm feeling the loves here. Oh, look! He has a male uniform on! Looky here! Where is it? School costume. Look at the male school costume uniform. Wow. Wow. That's pretty neat. I'm trying to see if there's anything new, but I don't see anything that stands out right now. But that's cool that we got to see it. Because, you know, unless it pops up, it's like I have no chance. Okay, and then we'll go back over here. Oh, we gotta do 40 now. Oh my goodness, pandas. Pandas galore. As a chemistry major, I approve of this message. Oh, Blinkweed, okay, I just started. Well, hello, welcome to the stream. Oh my goodness. You just started Endless Online too? Oh, wow. So were you playing it back in the day in like 2003, 7, somewhere in that time era? Now, Walter was like, hey, look at one of my former students. He can come work with me. That's pretty much what happened. Sounds like a kind of tragic, basic, because sounds kind of tragic because Walt is probably why Jess ruined his life. Yeah, he kind of points that out too. He's like, I was doing just fine until you showed up, and then everything went really bad really fast. For those of you who missed the lock stream yesterday, oh yeah, Legend of Zelda. Can you do a small recap of the progress you made? Okay, for Legend, oh my goodness, it's a panda suit. I gotta switch this back, hold up. For Legend of Zelda, I made it into the water temple. We did do the mini dungeon beforehand. We unfroze the king, and we fought the breath guys, and then we made it into the actual water temple, and we were really close to fighting Shadow Link. However, when I got all the way up the stairs, we did not have the key. And there is a lock on that door, so I could not make it to Shadow Link. And by that time, I'm like, no, I'm done. We're done. I didn't know where the key was. It was terrible. So then I was just like, no, we'll just call it stream, and we'll start on it next week on either Friday or Saturday, or maybe both. I don't know. We'll see. But that's how far I made it. We're halfway through the water temple. Almost. But we will continue to complete Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time until it's done. And I think I'm kind of enjoying that more. Starting and finishing a game rather than jumping. That's what I've been doing lately. But I think I kind of just want to end games instead of like testing them. Endless Online 0.4.40 dev post. Panda secret. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. This little guy with the panda hat, he's kind of new. I don't think I've seen him before. Wow, okay, and then we got like a panda village. We've got buildings made out of bamboo. And we got more panda citizens. Dev post. Introduction. This update continues the expansion of the new class system, which requires expensive server-side reconstruction to support the new ideas. In addition, the patch introduces Panda Secret. The hidden locations brings various new items, including pieces of the Lotus set. So remember when we only had the Lotus helmet and I think the Lotus sword, and there was going to be Lotus boots, but we never got that released. Like, the sprites were made, but it never got released. Endless Online has shut down before we got to that point. So it's interesting that Voltar is going back to the Lotus armor, and he's giving us a complete set. We also did have the Lotus armor. And the return of the classic panda suit. For the first time, a male version of the panda suit will also become available. And you can also have panda skin. So you get panda skin and panda suit. Let's look into the details below. Panda Secret. Panda Secret Village. Panda Secret is a newly introduced area that can be accessed through a short transportation quest. Once inside, players will find a small town offering new shops, crafting opportunities, and the panda chest. The area also brings back several nostalgia items, including the Lotus armor, Lotus boots, Lotus helmet, and the panda suit in both male and female versions. In the future, Panda Secret may also serve as a minor quest hub once there is time to develop a dedicated quest pack in this area. So here we see he's got a little hot air balloon. We got some more panda civilians. Where? Somewhere even north. Access everywhere. Panda chest. Aww, we got a sakura tree. Aww. A new chest has been added to the game. The panda chest, similar to the devil and turtle chest. This chest provides additional options for players seeking rewards. However, to introduce variations for the panda chest functions differently. Unlike the other chests, the panda chest has a relative higher chance of success, 5%, but it can only be attempted once per week. This limitation ensures that the chest remains distant in mechanics while still providing meaningful new opportunity for those who find it. So before, when you had to go through the Hall of Pain, and then you had to go through, what was the chest called? Maybe it was called the hop chest. Or was it the toilet? Maybe it's the same thing. Obviously, I didn't go to that mop that much, but I remember it. And that's originally where you would get this kind of stuff from. The limitation ensures that the chest remains distinct. Oh, I already read that. Where? The panda chest is located in the Panda Secret Village. Players at level 30 or higher will be able to try it once weekly. Class system update. Wow, look at that shield. That's new. So we see this hat. We haven't seen this before, and he's wearing the Lotus armor. And he has the twin blade and this new shield we've never seen before. Huh. Always look for the new cool stuff that Voltar puts in these pictures. After careful consideration, the class system has been slightly adjusted to provide full flexibility while maintaining sufficient depth. The system is now divided into 3 main components. Main level class training, class knowledge. The main level now allows players to switch between classes and immediately gain access to all skills unlocked through the character's main level. That is so cool. I love that. It kind of reminds me of Miitopia, where you have like 12 different classes you can be, and you can switch between all of them and you don't lose your progress. If you left off on level 27 on one, but you want to start on a new one, you're level 1, you get to 15, then you want to switch back, it's fine. Nothing's lost. Main level. The main level representing the overall experience of the character will also be overall class level that unlocks skills. For example, a level 20 player will be a level 20 priest, level 20 warrior, or level 20 paladin, depending on your activated class. The design offers the best of the most flexible solutions in the long run. Switching players, for example, because of the class shortage on the server, will unlock other classes' skills instantly to solve the class shortage situation. This design will probably make most players happy, as it provides immediate access to the needed skill to actually play another class. Training level. The training level is tracked individually per class and progresses through the gameplay. It automatically increases by killing monsters using specific skills, engaging the class-related activities. This adds depth to the system, providing players with completion goals and a sense of growth unique to each class. The training level can be used to slightly improve skills or serve as additional requirement to unlock specialized abilities. Knowledge level. The knowledge level is tracked individually per class as it is gained by reading knowledge books, items. These books can be obtained through NPC drops, boss drops. That's very interesting. Huh. Quests, coins, and other means. The knowledge level can be used to slightly improve skills or serve as additional requirement to unlock specialized abilities. Huh. Improvement. Survival mode improvements. An improvement to defeated system in survival mode was made to help prevent unfair defeats caused by server lag or abnormal disconnections. Here is how it works. On default, the player undefeated status is immediately removed. A brief period follows during which the server checks all connections for any server-wide issues or disruptions. If the server disrupts or detected, the defeat is reversed when the player logs in within 30 minutes of disconnection. If not, back luck, the player lost the status. Oh no! Memory protection. To enhance protection against automation, the EO client has been enhanced with advanced memory function. These measures could include techniques such as randomizing in-game mechanics to dispute scanners from obtaining critical information used for scripting. By combining memory protection with the already in place detection system, the game can better prevent automated activities aimed for more fair gameplay. So yeah, there's been a lot of bot activity going on, but he's trying really hard to counter it. We've got a bunch of different quests too. Lost Axe Head, Ant Trouble, Lumber Numbers, Panda Secrets, Panda Noodle Express. Wow. There's quite a bit, yeah. Oh my goodness, look at that bow. There's a lotus bow. Range damage, ranged weapon. The range of bows has been, finally, has increased for the first time, allowing archers to attack for great. We've been needing this. We've been needing this so badly. To attack, I mean, back in the day when you had the scab, you got like six or seven squares out you could hit. But for some reason, we were never getting that for this until now. The range of bows has been increased for the first time, allowing archers to attack from a greater distance using the +2 rangeless longbow to keep combat fair between the melee and the ranged playstyles. And general damage drop-off has been added of the range bow crossbow weapons. This means hit from further away will gradually deal less damage. That's fair. The balance between swords and bows is still under review, with further adjustments planned. Regained magic skills also in development, and all ranged combat should be carefully tuned to keep gameplay balance and varied. What was I going to point out? I don't know now. I thought I saw something that was new. Oh, the hat. This has this hat. There's like a Native American hat with the feathers on it. Called like the chief hat. But I haven't seen that before, and I just wanted to point that out. Everybody can see it right here. As discussed in the dev post 4.39, the map compression is being implemented to the map files. Optimizing map storage is crucial for performance and scalability. Compression certain layers of the map will reduce file size, speed of loading, and complete memory usage low. Smaller files save storage and loads faster. More map content. Compression helps stay under the 64K protocol limit. The current compression is fairly weak, but the chosen data format allows future enhancements or additional method to improve efficiency. Wow, what is this place? What is this map he's at? It must be the Bambi place. Oh, look, we get a full set. We get to see the full set. So, this was a thing back in the day. The helmet, the Lotus helmet, and the Lotus armor was a thing. So was the Lotus sword. This is new. The bow's new. You know, I actually don't remember if this shield is new or not. I want to say it is. And the Lotus boots, I believe, were made, but they were never actually released into the game. Panda's Secret Lotus Armor. After visiting Master Panda and Anudo and completing a quick 5-minute class switch quest, every skill will have an unlock level in the Pub Studio, giving full control. As this is a different type of progression, it will have its own EXP table, and NPCs can have different trainings EXP skill. Knowledge books can be designed with different knowledge EXP. It can be tradable, bound, and volatile as any item. Alright, so that was, what? 40. Now we're on 39. Here's 39. And this 39 was released on the 1st of March. So I'm going to pause and then come over to over here's. Are you ever going to get back into Metal Man? I think I am. I just have a lot of games to tackle, and I don't know where to go. But for what I'm planning, I'm going to do Legend of Zelda. I think I'm going to beat the Water Temple first. And then we're going to do Andy and Lele. We're going to finish that episode, and then we'll go back to Zelda. That's all I have planned so far. I played for a small amount of time 20 years ago. All right. I remember I faked being sick the first day I found you as a 10-year-old. I subbed. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, I remember playing Endless Online, and I think I was in middle school. No, I was in high school. And I don't remember if I was like 14 or 15, but at the end of the day, we had PE, and in that particular time, we were doing swim class. And I stayed up all day and all night playing Endless Online, and I was so tired, and I had to get up and go to school. I was already awake, but my alarm went off, and I went to school, and I was so tired. At the end of that day, I remember treading in the water in the giant high school pool, and I felt like I was going to pass out and like fall asleep in the water because I was so tired, and we had to tread in the water for like 15 minutes. But the whole reason I stayed up is because I was playing on this online. And I'm sure a lot of other people have stories like that. Oh my goodness, that must have felt so terrible. It might just be smooth sailing after water temple. I hope so. I don't have this fancy sword Ryan was talking about that I need in order to make it easier. So, we're gonna have fun struggling, killing Shadow Link. And then I found out he's not even the boss. He's not even the boss of the Water Temple. I thought he was. Apparently not. Have you played Zelda Link to the Past? I have not. I have a little teeny tiny bit, and I don't know if I would ever actually play it because it looks hard. I would want to see that stream. Oh no! I'm not so sure about that. Maybe the DS version. Maybe. How often do you stream? Are you still streaming consistently every week? Starting in about January, I kind of went on a little break and stopped for quite a while, and then I went to start back up again, and the caregivers, one quit and the other two went on vacation, so it was a little bit of a struggle doing that. But I'm trying to do once a week again, maybe twice, I don't know, but the goal is to get back up to 2 times a week, which would be Friday and Saturday night. Hopefully, that's the plan, at least. But right now, I'm at least trying to get to a steady schedule of once a week, which is been what's been Saturday nights lately. But I'm going to try to do Fridays too. Fridays are a little harder because I have like so many like appointments for those days for like myself and like my kids, and like everything just kind of falls on a Friday, and I'm like just so done. It's my little break. But if not Friday's night, then it is Saturday night, is what streams have been lately. I don't know if you or Ryan have played Law's Wind Waker. I have, actually. I have. I don't know how far I got. I don't remember. But I was actually enjoying that when I was playing it. And maybe I could do a stream on that. I wouldn't mind. I was enjoying it. I actually remember playing it on the GameCube when it was like one of the, what are they called? Like a demo. It was for that and like another game. Wind Waker and something else. But I remember playing Animal Crossing and then always playing the demo for Wind Waker. And that was probably about 2004. Maybe 5 or 6. Maybe. Okay, it's like when Naruto first came out. So that's like 2004, right? 2004, 2005. In that time zone. But I actually really liked Wind Waker. It was pretty nice. And I did start a file a few years ago. I don't remember how far I got. I don't think I beat the dragon or whatever it was that took the little girl. No, I must have. Meryl? Is that her name? What's his sister's name? But that could be a nice Zelda game to follow down the line. Yeah, I could see me playing that, seeing as you've rolled out Majora's Mask. Maybe if Ryan helps me, I might do Majora's Mask. I don't know. I don't know. Endless Online. Okay, and this is 4.39, and I see we got the return of the Air Hat here. That's pretty nice. And the Birdman. Look at him running around. Dev post introduction. This patch takes a first step towards allowing players to manage multiple classes with a single character, as mentioned in dev post 430. This patch will also come with more content for Haven expansion that was rolled out in this patch 436. There is quite some things to discuss in this dev. That means it's going to be long. So take a look at the new content. I don't see anything in the pictures that are new yet. No, this is the thing I just saw. That was the thing we just saw. That was new. Instead of it being in our paper doll down below, it's been transferred to up here, and I actually like this a lot better. I wonder if I can type in the number instead of hitting the plus button, because that is so irritating. You can only add 1 stat at a time. So if you had 300 stats you wanted to put on the strength, guess what? You gotta hit the add button 300 times. It's awful. Flexible class system. A new interface has been introduced that allows players to switch between all available classes on a single character. This feature provides greater flexibility, escaping for a smaller community where players can easily adapt to the different roles as needed. The UI, still in development, will feature 3 main tabs. Stat allocation, quickly adjust the stats switching classes to match the class requirements. Skill, view unlocked and leveled skills coming in the future updates. Class overview. See a list of all the classes, their individual levels. This system lays the foundation for more flexible gameplay features updates, giving more players greater control over their characters' abilities and progression. The passive skill button, rarely used, has been swapped with a new class stats interface button. Now next to general stat for easier navigation. This may cause some initial confusion as players adjust, but the update aims for a more streamlined interface overall. I think that was a good move. Yeah, that you barely use that. Bird Fortress. So we're getting the return of the Bird Fortress, which if you don't remember, you would... Wasn't there two? Yeah, there's two Bird Fortresses. One of them was in like not the Lost Woods. What was it called? Woods of Despair. And you would have to follow certain directions to get to that camp. And then the other Bird Fortress was like out by Aztac/Stronghold. And the Wolfman was there. So those are like the two locations in the old Endless Online. And now we see where they're being re-added. And the map seemed to have gotten a massive upgrade. They kept the little pencil stakes, whatever these are. That's interesting. Bird Fortress location. The Bird Stronghold is located on the eastern side of Avon, connecting to the larger battlefield map. In the aftermath of battles between the humans and the birds, fire damage was evident in several of the branches. Oh my goodness, what they burned down. Boss, guarded by the Birdman Overlord, level 55. A powerful boss that guards the region. Defeating the area Overlord will drop Air Hat, which you've seen before, Air Core, for crafting, and then Air Shield. Okay, that's this little guy. I think we've seen that before, haven't we? I don't know if that was its name before, but I think we've seen that. And then we got a bunch of new quests here as well. The Birdman Leader seeks your aid. Help the Soldier Captain in Avon Battleground. Help the Big Commander in Avon Battleground by boosting morale of tired soldiers. The Big Commander in Avon Battlegrounds has asked you to inspect the wooden stockpile. So look at these rewards you get. Oh my goodness, 160 XP. And it's more than likely, wow. Okay, so you have to be level 40 in order to do those. But do pay attention to that, because I don't want you to be like a level 2. And you're like, oh well, I'm going to go do this and I'm going to get 116,000 EXP. No, that's level locked. You have to be level 40 in order to do it. What is that one? Critical aid. Battle medic in Avon Battlegrounds urgently needs your help. Oh, hey, you see what he's wearing? Oh my goodness, he's wearing the doctor. We haven't seen the return of the doctor in quite a while, so we're getting it back now? I am not entirely sure where the doctor and nurse uniform would come from, and also the medical cap. I don't think the medical cap was available in Endless Online. It never officially got released. Unless it was the original, and not the after. I think it came from the hop chest, Hall of Pain. I think that's where you would get it. But if we're getting the doctor, then we're probably getting the nurse dress too. This is new. I mean, like, I've seen it around, but I wonder if we're going to get this outfit to wear it. The green one. Level 41. Not so bright. Pushback. Wow, there are so many quests being added. Oh my goodness. Scene engine. Ooh! I really like that. So we get to see something similar to how it played out for the main quest. Which, by the way, I don't think we've gotten a main quest line. And it's been over a year, right? It's been over a year since we went to the main quest. Like, I'm going to go to gameplay for a second, and then we're going to bring this up. And I'm going to look around just in case I see anything new that we haven't seen before. Nice to meet you, Bling. Glad. Aw, you OG and back. Aw. Thank you. Thank you so much, Bling. Where's Sauce? I think Sauce left. It's so hard talking to people and then, like, ignoring them for 20 minutes. Doing stream and talking to people at the exact same time. It's hard. Thank you so much, Bling. Aww. This Sauce just the best. Ugh. Sass. Bling, you know, new EO is weirder than clone. Yeah, I mean, it takes a while to get used to, but I remember playing it, you know, when this first came out, was it 2 years ago now? 2 years? And it took a while to adjust to, but once you get used to it, you're like, oh, okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Well, looks like I missed a lot of chat. But what was I checking? Sorry, I got so distracted. I wanted to go to the quests, and then I wanted to go to the one where it says to be continued. That's what I was looking for, which would be another Avon. Talk to the inventor in the bunker. So, does that mean the main quest has gotten an added-on story? I might have to actually stream that part then. But that's what I was trying to look at. I was saying that I don't think we even had like a main storyline update in quite a while. But normally it says ... to be continued, but I can see here it taking me to the factory. So I'll have to... Well, it says repeat, though. Is that the same one or not? I thought it was. Another Avon. Talk to the inventor in the bunker. Was that the factory one we have done before? Huh. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. History. Does it show up here? Let me scroll all the way down. There's so many. Yeah, I think another Avon is the main storyline, and I wanted to track that. I don't like that it's sending me to the factory, but I have no choice. I have to do it. Do it. Alright, now we're going to go switch back over to welcome. A welcome tab. And then we're going to go back to reading. But there are so many quests that have been added, and you get to sit back and relax and watch this one happen. If you're level 41 or above. Map file research. Oh my goodness. Factory entry. Storage. Main. Basement. Time has been spent at an inner map compressions method, carefully mixing various known techniques to determine the most effective combination for addressing current EMF limitations. Implementing advanced inner map compressions method offers several key advantages. Increased map capacity, enhanced compression technique enabled more content to fit with the existing 64K protocol limit per map. Reduced bandwidth usage. Efficient compression minimizes the data size, leading to lower bandwidth consumption during map transmission. Optimized performance, balancing compressed and uncompressed data ensures efficient server boot times, with client handling decompression. Decompression. Yeah, I said right the first time. Implementing these improvements will start shortly. Guard shield. Okay, so that's what it's called. So yeah, guard shield. I'm pretty sure we've seen this before, but they've changed the name to Air Shield, which I think that's what they said above, at least. We've seen that before. Well, they'll add something and they'll change the name. Like the Scav Bow is no longer the Scav Bow, right? It's the Avon Bow. Alright, and that was 39. So we are going now to... we're finally getting close to the end here, to where I left off at. Now we're going to read 0.4.38, which was February 17th. And this online 0438. I wonder what this means. Oh, the heavy Elof helmet. My head's in the way, but it's above me right here. Introduction. Welcome to the new dev post. This time it is written as development happens, given an inside look at what is coming next. Patch 438 will introduce 2 new challenges, Iron Mode and Undefeated Mode. These modes are designed to add new layers of challenge and adventures. Both modes are optional. All existing characters will remain exactly as strong as they are and unchanged. Both Iron Mode and Undefeated will require to create a new character in an equal play field for all. Everyone that decides to create an additional character for these challenges will begin With a clean slate in a world that is now more balanced than ever, let's look into these new optional features in more detail. What is this showing off? I can't tell. Something about not being able to pick it up. Iron mode players cannot pick up items dropped by other players. Ooh, haha, that really is Iron mode. A new challenge. With patch 4.38, a new optional mode will introduce Iron mode. This feature offers players a different way to experience the game by restricting item interactions and emphasizing self-sufficiency. See, I would not play this. Iron mode rules. When creating a new character, players will have the option to enable Iron mode. Once enabled, the following restriction apply. I guess it's not that bad. It's just when I hear Iron mode, the first thing I think of is if you die, that's it, you're done, you reset, and I'm not that kind of player. Item pickup restriction. Iron mode players can only pick up items they have personally earned. This means they cannot collect items dropped by NPCs if those items are assigned to other players, nor can they pick up any items dropped by other players. No trading. Iron mode players cannot trade with other players, and other players cannot trade with them. This ensures a fully independent progression experience. Leaderboard and recognition. To highlight Iron mode achievements, new badges are introduced, allowing players to compare the progress exclusively within the Iron Man community. Additionally, monthly leaderboards might be released on a later date. Level 30, bronze. Level 50, silver. Level 70, golden. These badges serve as visible proof of a player commitment to the Iron mode challenge. Iron mode is designed for those who enjoy self-reliance and a more controlled gameplay experience. It will be interesting to see how players engage with this feature. Iron mode players cannot trade with other players. A tough challenge. Undefeated. As patch 4.38 new characters start with undefeated status automatically, the goal of this challenge is simply to never be defeated. This status follows the same level. Nope, see, I would instantly die with this. Same level milestone at Iron Man, unlocking at 30, 50, 70, bronze, silver, golden. At level 30, the undefeated badge and status became public. A defeated character will lose the defeated status permanently, regardless of revival or death. Defeated by Jungle Biter. Undefeated players should always be careful. Wow. At level 30, the undefeated badge's status became public. A defeated character will lose undefeated status permanently, regardless of revival or death. The server will announce new and fallen undefeated legends. When a character earns undefeated status, the achievement will be broadcast across the server. That's pretty neat. When an undefeated player is defeated, the fall will be announced as well. This will ensure that every rise and fall is recognized through Avon. The new undefeated mode is entirely optional and a true test of survival. This is essentially a hardcore mode without character deletion. Instead of starting over, losing undefeated simply means the optional challenge is over for the challenge. That makes it an extremely tough but still user-friendly challenge fitting within the endless online playstyle. Bobber has risen as undefeated champion. New character creation. Ooh, really? I don't think we got anything new added. It's just for that specific thing. Okay, so it's saying as you create your character, you check this little box saying Iron mode. Okay. And then here's your badges, which would probably show up on your paper doll. Iron mode level. Oh, okay. Public buses, boss balance update. In this patch, several new systems are being introduced to improve the balance of bosses. Bosses will now have reduced base HP along with a damage drop-off when the boss level is reached. When the boss level is reached, making it possible to solo bosses. However, to maintain a challenge experience for group play, configurable bosses, real-time scaling, and drop-off have been added. This ensures that while solo-minded players can also enjoy the content, group will still face some sort of a challenge. Additionally, the channel system has been upgraded to include a configurable minimum member of a base channel that will always remain open, with more channel scaling up as needed. This change is designed to give players better access to the channels that best suit their need, whether they prefer solo or group bossing. Him switching through channels. Why balancing bosses? Boss balances was necessary because in their previous state, bosses were unscaled and primarily designed for large groups, focusing heavily on high damage output. This made solo-minded play for public bosses extremely challenging, limiting the new player's progress. Also, there's a few things that I could not do by myself because I could not take out the shark, which I think would count as a boss, and the giant robot that's in the factory. I also could not take that out by myself. It was really hard. So I can really appreciate this. This was something I had mentioned before, that in order to complete some certain quests, you gotta take out these bosses. And it's like, how? I can't do this! So this was a much needed readjustment. Those in Iron mode take on the boss system progress without diminishing the experience for the group. Careful adjustment ensure group play remains challenging and rewarding, with also solo play is more accessible, offering freedom to engage at their own pace. Group play continues to be adventurous. Rebalancing boss drops. Could very well drop distribution. Endless Online originally used a last hit system to determine who was eligible for a drop. However, with the new update, it is now possible to assign either last hit or pulled to any NPC. Most bosses will be switched to pull distribution. In this system, any player who has met the requirement participating threshold with roll for the bosses drops regardless of who delivered the last hit. That's kind of nice, actually. Because if I understand this correctly, it's kind of like Elder Scrolls Online. If you are standing next to a boss and another player comes in and kills the boss, you automatically, and you needed it for a quest, then the game recognizes as you also killing the boss because you're within the general area. So I'm understanding this as the same thing. I could be wrong, but I think that's what it's saying. Now, you might have to hit with it. So let's say I just do one hit to the boss, but someone else kills it. Maybe I'd get it. I don't know. But that's how I'm understanding it. Most bosses will be switched to the pull distribution. In these systems, any player who has met the requirement participation threshold will roll for the boss drop. So it looks like, yeah, I actually had to put a little bit of effort into it, which is fine, regardless of who delivered the last hit. Why drops need to be pulled? With this introduction of Iron Mode, the pull drop system helps prevent exploitation, such as players initially allowing an Iron Man character to score the last hit. By using the pull distribution, drops are rolled for by all players who have participated sufficiently, ensuring that the drop distribution more random and unpredictable. A new faction. With the introduction of the new Iron Mode, a new faction named Iron Guard gains a distinct presence in the game, featuring as its own encampment and NPCs. The Iron Guard, proud and self-sufficient, are a perfect fit for an isolated camp beyond the bridge quest in Joseon. I was going to say Joseon Desert, but I noticed the word desert isn't there. This faction paves the way for extra lore and quests as the story progresses into the future. So they got little tents over here, I see. Man, there's so many areas we're going to have to get to. And it's already 12:18. I don't know if I can hit every new area, but I'll walk around a little bit. The map is designed to feel secluded, nestled within the sand dunes of Joseon, located in the northern part of the continent. What a neat little place. Huh. I always like looking into the picture and see what new things I can spot. And again, we're getting a lot of new quests. Grotto cleanup, human defense, bird defense. Can we disable grouping for all Iron Mode players? This concern seems to address the concern that any high-level players might assist Iron Mode players by letting them score the last hit. However, this issue isn't directly related to the grouping, as it can occur even without a party. The new pull drop system should address the potential loophole. Additionally, disabling, sorry, I can't read tonight, or ever, for that matter. Grouping significantly harmed the multiple experience by isolating players, which should be considered worse than the issue at hand. Alright, that was 38. What have we got? Like 2 more to do, I think. 38. 37. Okay, this is the one I think I did read. So we're close, guys. We're close. Player Bob. This is 4.37. The system may be modest, but it represents a meaningful step forward in our journey towards completing gameplay. Patch 4.37 introduces a death and revive system that allows players to assist each other, along with technical changes that need testing and server abilities like NPC versus NPC behavior, quest guidance markers and new maps, and a push to the main story. Stim pack, revive self. Medkit, revive self. Defeated by goat. So does that mean you're not automatically going to be sent to wherever it is your located area is, your home? Does that mean you can respawn on the place you died at? New death revive system. Death and revive system. A new death and revive system has been added to the server currently in testing. Upon death, players will now see a display showing what killed them and the damage dealt. The system includes several items that allow players to revive themselves using stim packs or rescue other using medical kits. In the future, revive skills for priests can be added. The system is server-side configurable, allowing to adjust the time a player can be revived and how long their remains stay on the ground. Huh, interesting. The bone pile also displays the player's name for a personal touch. I almost want to go get killed by a goat just to see this. Ooh, Able Battleground. NPC at War. A new map has been added, expanding the main continent further with an ongoing battle between humans and birdmen. Utilizing the recently implemented NPC versus NPC system, the area introduces dynamic conflict where both factions engage in endless combat. Huh. So do we get to see these NPCs constantly attacking each other then? The map serves as a preparation to future high-level quests, offering players a glimpse into a larger world and the tensions between these two powerful factions. The continuation war creates a baseline for upcoming storylines and content. Okay, so we are going to get more for the main story, setting the stage for more challenging adventures. What is this map down below? Avon Grotto. Grotto. I don't know how to pronounce it. A new grotto map has been added, utilizing the light engine to create a magical atmosphere bathed in purple and green lights. This environment is the perfect home for the newly introduced purple and blue shard spiders. Really? I want to see, providing them with a fitting habitat in the Avon world. The vibrant glowing light enhances mysterious aura, making the grotto a unique arena that can host feature quests and stories in later patch. I want to see these spiders. I don't even see a picture of them in here. Oh, look, we got some new of the data stuff going on. The floaties. Another visit. Another Avon. Yeah, main storyline. There we go. Thank you. This is what I was talking about. So, like in probably my last update, dev reading, which was like in December, I think I had said something about the main storyline. It had been like 6-7 months before our last one, and we had gotten nothing. So finally, it has been added on. We've been stuck at this certain area for a really long time. Another Avon main story push. Another visit. In this update, the main quest, Another Avon, picks up where players return from their first warp. With the inventor's guidance, players can craft a data link using the energy sampler. Once the device is made, it's time to head back to the event Evernet. Whoa, Evernet. So we get a name now. Laptop. And activate another warp into the unknown. What will be there? That's cool. Okay, I'm going to have to do another Endless Online stream just to cover all this stuff because everything I'm doing is just purely reading because it's been so long since I read all of this. I'm just going to have to do another stream where I'm actually running around looking at things. Wow, another Avon to be continued. I want to see. It looks like he's wearing a gnome hat with goggles on it. Oh, look, Susan. Susan test. You ugly monster! NPC behavior, NPC versus NPC. In this update, adjustments were made to the NPCs, allowing NPCs to be hostile towards each other. This change introduces dynamic between NPC factions where NPCs can engage in fights based on predefined behavior. NPCs are now able to attack specific targets or any NPC that is not of their own kind. Really? This reminds me of Elder Scrolls Online, where the world is so active around you and you see other NPCs like attacking each other, or we'll see something like that in Minecraft, where sometimes the mobs will attack each other. Huh. That's really neat. That's something I don't think I was ever going to see in Endless Online. I never had thought about it, but it's the world around us is starting to get really developed. Like, it's starting to look like an actual moving game, whereas before, let's say you were in ancient city, but Hollowdale is what I was trying to say, where there's so many houses, but there's no one living there just about. Whereas this time around, he's putting in a lot of thought and effort of the outfits of these locations that they're at and certain things that are there, and like actually trying to make it feel like there's a world living and moving around you. That's really cool. Player damage remains the top priority in ensuring that NPCs focus on the player when the present. This update adds more complexity to the NPC behavior that allows for story building, quests, etc. Quest marker guideline system. A new system has been added, allowing quests to place dynamic markers such as arrows on the map. This feature helps guide players, particularly new ones, to their quest object. Yay! I like the arrows telling me where to go. I need a lot of hand-holding sometimes, especially when it comes to directions, such as arrows on the map. This feature helps guide players, particularly new ones, to their quest objective by highlighting the path. It improves navigation and ensures a smoother, more intuitive experience for new players following active quests. Good! Alright! Quest markers, new pubs. So we can see over here, we get a little arrow on the ground. And it probably has an animation where it points. Balance changes. As mentioned in our previous dev post, some small changes as planned as part of a greater balance effort. In this update, some of these changes have been implemented as part of our ongoing efforts to make the game more enjoyable and accessible for all players. Boss core balance. In update 4.37, the announcement boss rebalancing begins with an increase in the shared mini-core drop rate from 10% to 20%. Yay! Anytime drop rates get increased, I'm like, yeah! Because you guys know me and that I can't get things to drop. It's really hard. Meanwhile, the individual drop rate chance for all cores, 0.3, has been reduced. Oh no! Hopefully this encourages teamwork and make core weapons more accessible to new players, helping them gear up more effectively. Dual gear set balance. This update will also increase the drop rates for lower level sets, making it easier for the new player to progress towards higher gear. Further changes may be necessary, such as removing coins from the jungle and ocean set. These adjustments will be made in a feature patch after carefully reviewing the effects of the update. Balanced boss course update. Following feedback from the various players who expressed a desire to keep the full core drops, the initial plan was to remove all full core drops to remove any incentives that might discourage players from sharing cores. To accommodate the decision to keep full core drops, the only viable solution is to introduce more mini cores as a counterbalance to full cores, while removing the full weapon to counter the increased number for cores resulting from the additional mini cores. I don't know much about the cores because I really didn't do much with it, but I know they're really hard to get and they're really fought over, and people are paying really high prices to get them because you need it for crafting really good weapons, such as was it the swamp though? One of those. All of them, maybe. You can see how much I use cores. I just know they're hard to get. These changes will take effect of the patch of 4.37 and remain in place for at least a week. Please share your feedback and experiences during this period so that the financial solution can be developed that serves the majority of the players. So you guys, if you didn't already know, or if you don't have a Discord, if you were to join the Endless Online Discord, it does have a suggestion feedback section that Voltar does go over, in case you guys didn't know that. If you want to like throw your 2 cents in about what you think should and should not be changed. What's changing? 4.36 before. What's a lot of things? We're going to skip over that though. About balance, jewelry, gear setup. These changes aim to make the first tier of jewelry more accessible and a bit more enjoyable to farm. Drop rates have been doubled and requirements have been reduced, except for the bracer, which was slightly increased to 7 ponytails each. This adjustment removes the shortcut that made crafting jewelry bases and gear frames out of braces only easier than the others. Please share your feedback and experience of the period so that the final solution can be developed that serves the majority of players. So again, Voltar does encourage you guys to tell him what's up and what you're experiencing, and for everyone to kind of throw something in so he has an idea of what is and what is not working for you or whoever else. Of course, also bugs and stuff like that needs to be reported. And again, there's a section for that. Before. Those are just a bunch of percentages. Okay, this was for Valentine's Day. I completely missed this one. A Valentine's weekend event. Surprise your friends and loved ones with a special anonymous message. The broadcast feature will be available again this year along with stats reset. Items can drop from any NPCs. Both features will be active this weekend from February 14th to 16th. So that's pretty cute. Get send something out. Oh, bone guards. That's new. This is a summary of all the upcoming patches. 4.37, gameplay, death revive system, player grave, bone piles, even grotto, even battlegrounds. Back into the portal, main story. NPCs behavior. So a lot of this we've already seen. Daily EXP tracking, max stat points, 20% shared mini core, boss drops, drop party, non-party drops. All these things have already been addressed from things we just read. Medikits, those have been addressed too. Forever type. Forever type? I don't know what that is. I don't remember reading about it. Quest stat aware. I wonder if that's... quest stat aware. Did we read about that? I know we read about the classes and the spells you learn, but what's that? Fix 10 plus core in core rush exchange. Bone guard, looks like we got new what's it called? Armor that has been added in. I don't think I've seen anybody wearing that yet, so I'll have to... Oh my goodness, are those the T-Walks? Ewok, T-Walk. Oh, there's the purple one. Oh, they've been re-added, guys. So you guys remember the Gigamees, the green floaty things with the goofy looking eyes, and they were out there near the hedgehogs. And the Ewoks, T-Walks, whatever they're called. I think they're called T-Walks. Yeah, they've made a return. Aww. And we got purple ones now. Okay, so that was 37. No, that wasn't 37. It couldn't be. Maybe it was. I don't know. Let's go look at 36. Okay. Yeah, I haven't read this. 0. Okay, and that was released on what date? 4/36. I can never do this again. This is so much to read. I've been so out of the loop. Okay, this is from January 16th. Looks like we got a new kind of Reaper. And maybe Boneheart the Wise. Ooh. And he's got a neat little army going on there. Dev Post introduction. Welcome to 2025 and a new Dev Post. So with the holiday season coming to a close, this update marks the end of the Pengu event. During the event, hundreds of players tested brand new boss abilities and a revamped NPC state system along with the newly implemented AoE, circle warning, and hit systems with over 250 players dodging AoE hits. That was great. I actually got a video posted where running away and all these players are together. The new engine abilities can be considered stable and successful. Yay! Watch video. What video is it? Should I turn the volume down? Hold on. So, looks like Wally here has a channel if you guys want to watch it. I didn't even know about that. Cool. Look, let's sub to him. We're gonna sub to him. Yeah! Sub to Wally. Wally and I kept encountering each other this one time. It's just every time. It's like we're following each other. So we're going to fast forward a little bit to the penguin, just so you guys can remember how that went. That is a lot of players. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and there it is. There it is. Meanwhile, the focus of development has shifted back to the basics, revisiting Avon, the starting continent, and reviewing the new player experience once again. Old elements are being carefully reintroduced while ensuring the content as a whole remains balanced, efficient, and proportion. The development will go into details of how the process unfolds and what's to come next. Avon, balance expansion. So we get an overview of a map. Wow, look at this. Avon 2025. Avon has been expanded in all directions with new maps and planned areas to keep the entire continent balanced. The east side is revisited for the Birdmen and a long-awaited level 30 plus human versus bird battleground, while the north side includes more waterfalls and features level 30 plus grotto. The west side has been redesigned to include new level 30 catacombs filled with skeletons. Just like before, guys. Remember? These additions ensure that each side of Avon has comparable content and significant dangers for players to encounter, motivating them to train to become stronger. Map 14, Mine Entrance. Ooh, do we get an expansion on that? What's that sound? Someone's making something happen here in Avon. I don't see anything, though. Map 14 Mine Entrance, prime location of the center of Avon, has been upgraded to serve as a small hub for new players from where they can explore the entire town and later the entire continent. The map now offers a newbie shop. Oh, really? With most low-level weapons and armor. Oh, that's really neat. As well as a set of new quests that introduce a guide players to fighting, woodcrafting, mining, and class selection. Huh, okay. I like how he's connecting all the maps together so you can just walk there instead of like having to use a scroll or to teleport. Those are nice too, but I like just being able to walk instead of having to pay a toll. I wonder where this new little area is, this shop. Is it in the mines? With the planned expansions of Avon Grotto and Birdman Bottom, the Avon continent will be well populated. The port map should stay directly connected to Avon for the most quick and easy path to sea line transportation. Map North entrance. See beginner hubs. Oh, look at that! It's just like Noobland. Wow. I wonder if we got little piggies running around too. So he's adding on to it. That's really cool. Small beginner hub. The mine entrance map has been reworked to further support new players arriving in Avon. Its central location and quick access to Avon town made it the prime location to become a small beginner's hub to assist newcomers as they begin exploring and go to level shop has been added, offering the most essential early game weapon and armors. Additionally, 3 new NPCs have been added with quest designs for the very beginner. Existing quests, such as the Berry Picker quest, introducing gathering mechanics and market interactions, and the Fallen Warrior Discovery quest, rewarding players with free gear, remain on this map. These updates provide a solid foundation of quests and resources to help new players begin their journey. Map Catacombs. Oh, it's just like the Gigamees where they were. Oh! I like seeing when he adds the new maps in from the from Levels Online. Avon Catacombs expansion. The western port of Avon has been expanded to include the catacombs, home to familiar skeletons, to keep the theme consistent. The beach has been moved next to the farmlet, distancing it from the spooky catacombs. This change places the dangerous catacombs further from the safe central area, creating a more balanced layout for Avon. I really like that he's trying to plan everything out, too. Outside the catacombs, low-level skeletons give new players a taste for the challenges inside. Inside, players will find regular skeletons and ranger skeletons that now work together to attack from a distance. With new graphics and a powerful skeleton boss, this area is designed for level 30+ players to explore and train. Boneheart the Wise. Bone Crossbow. Again, it's just like old, new area. Noob Town, Noob Island, I think is what we used to call it. Noob Island. Avon Falls Grotto. To add more dangerous zones to the northern part of Avon, the Avon Falls map has been expanded with a new crossroad and a new waterfall map. This area features a cave that will eventually house dangerous creatures with gnolls, cyclops. Oh, that's where the cyclops are going to be. And other creatures being a potential threat, still to be decided. A carefully placed passive story, Mamba Snake, level 15, has been added to the new crossroad. Oh, someone has a saxophone. That's what that sound is. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I hear it. Designed to introduce new players to more challenging enemy. This encounter aims to spark curiosity and provide an incentive for players to train and grow stronger. The map expansion not only introduces new challenges, but also serves as part of the ongoing effort to enhance the world of Avon. It offers some scenery and additional spaces for players to hang out in an effort to create a more immersive and worthwhile world to explore. Wow. Old Morty. Trainer Steve. New player pack. Oh. 3 new NPCs have been added to the new Avon Hub, each offering additional quests for new players to engage with. These quests include dummy training, exploring shops in the town, and a quest that requires players to complete various key tasks and levels. The final part of the quest introduces players to the class master at level 10 and then sends them to Tropica Island to complete the Holy Entrance quest, and therefore making the first Triple Gear set. Offers first steps quests guiding players through important early quests, leveling milestones, visiting a Nudo, attack, control mechanics. Gives quests encouraging players to locate the key shop. What is this outfit he's wearing? How interesting. I kind of want it. It's so simple. Jupiter guide players and Nudo to Classmaster. Oh, okay. A Nudo tour. The tour of a Nudo quest has been added to guide new players through the town of Nudo. This quest takes players on a tour highlighting the important Master Copan's location and giving the player a nice extra reward after running through the fierce carnivores guarding the city. The quest is also part of Old Morty's First Step quest line, which continues to guide new players toward the class master and other key objects to help them get started on their journey. So this must be like a remade map version of the skeletons, it looks like. So remember the bone spider? I wonder if that's going to be introduced into this map as well. Maybe it already is. I don't know. But of all the updates we read, I don't remember seeing the bone spider. Catacombs. The catacombs have been completely reworked with a new layout and a set of new and updated graphics along with additional lighting effects to further improve the quality of the map. The skeletons that inhabit the catacombs are now equipped with swords and bows, and the one with the bows have new ranged behavior. Additionally, the engine has been upgraded to support attachable NPC sounds, such as the typical skeleton bone sounds when they walk or die, making them more interesting to fight. Wow, they get their own specific sounds? Cool! At the end of the catacombs, there is a dungeon. I feel like Minecraft. At the end of the catacombs, there is a dungeon that has been planned along with a boss room that has already been added. In the boss room, you will face off a new boss, and if you defeat it, you can receive a bone core as a drop. You can also use the bone core to craft a bone crossbow. I gotta see who has the saxophone. Who is it? It's Ricky. Ricky got that saxophone. And he also has bongos. That's interesting. I can't see it in his hand, though. Is it because he swapped it? Range behavior additional been upgraded to support attachable NPC sounds such as typical skeleton bone sound when they walk away to die. Make it more interesting. At the end of the catacombs, there is a dungeon that has been planned along with the boss room that has already been added in the cross room. You will face a new boss, and if you defeat it, you can receive. Okay, I read all that. NPC upgrades. NPC role. NPCs now have an additional property called NPC role, which allows developers to set their behavior as either melee or ranged. The challenge enables quick adjustables, such as switching a melee fighter to an archer directly with the pub studio. By making this feature flexible and easy to use, it opens up with more possibilities for the NPC customization, whether it is for small encounters or large battles. NPC SFX event. I can't see this. The pub studio now supports adding sound effects to various NPCs' actions. I really like that. Oh my goodness, they're actually going to have their own little sounds. Sounds can be attached to events such as walking, attacking, alerting. Yay! You know what else I hope he does? You guys know how the Reaper has a whoom, whoom sound effect? I really hope he's going to give different kind of sound effects to various weapons instead of like just a few that we have. Because that would be really cool. It was a little disappointing that the Noelle, the giant bell weapon, it doesn't jingle. That totally should jingle. But I hope he takes advantage of that and makes weapons have those sounds. Instructed the pub studio by making this feature open to more possibilities for NPC customization, whether it is small encounters, large. Pub studio various action sounds can be attached to walking, attaching, alerting, and dying. This addition aims to provide developers with a simple way to enhance the atmosphere of the game environments. Yeah, very nice. It'd be cool too if you could add footstep sounds, like when you're walking in the sand, or when you're in the Snowpedia, is that what it's called? Snowlandia. If you could add footsteps, like walking in the snow, or, trying to think, grass sound effects specifically would be cool. If you could add sound effects to each tile. It's a way to enhance atmosphere of the game environments. Subtle sound effects can add depth, making scenes, yes, absolutely, more immersive without being overly complex to implement, whether it is footsteps or combat. This is really nice because I've been saying for a while how it's kind of blank in sound. Now, I wasn't necessarily talking about the enemies. However, if he could also add some more sounds for maps, because a lot of the maps don't have any sound at all, that would be nice too. I am the type of player that does enjoy having background music or sounds, or I like to have the sound on. I know a lot of people turn it off and they don't enjoy it, but I do. Now, I don't really usually like it for streams. I might turn that off just because my voice can be easily overpowered by like other sounds. But overall, I enjoy sounds. Future ideas, jewel sets. With the introduction of the gear frame and jewel-based items, the upgrade path for jewelry is now better protected against skipping intermediate sets. As the latest set, Shadow Set, no longer uses daily coins. We are considering dropping the need for daily coins for the Jungle and Ocean set. The shiny and ancient coins can be reworked to become additional exchange currencies for optional items like intermensal or secondary trade, like the current coins for basic and soft leather at the moment. Slight gear rebalancing. Since the jewel make up for most of the stats and gloves and armors do not. Another consideration to reduce the points per stat, for example, from 4 pound per stir to 3, considering to allowing some of the more stat points to be allocated allocated to body armor gloves with some additional balancing. This would make armors and gloves feel a bit more worthwhile. Summary. This is the summary of all the upcoming patches. So we got the range, new sounds, event maps, Hollow Dead, Hidden Forest, levels, completed quests, catacombs, new players requests, Bone Heart Boss Crossbow, Bone Crossbow, Broken Bow, Scrollable, Guild Group, Notification Sounds, Bigger Group, Shared EXP, yay! Reward in Event, Mouse over. Bone Cross, ooh, look at this, how neat! I remember back when, I don't remember what version it was, but when the crossbow was first released, what year was that? 2007? I remember that, and you got it from the Reaper, and it was just so cool. And here I am reading stuff like this now. How cool. I also loved it when the fans were introduced, which I hope Voltar will eventually add in. Because, you know, you see my fan down there? You see Blink Queen holding her fan? I need my fan. I really hope that gets introduced soon, too. And, you know, summer's coming up. That would be a perfect time to introduce it. It really would. Okay, this was 436, and I think we already did 35. We for sure did 34, but we'll just take a peeky poo. I read this. I remember looking at this. This is fine. Finally. It's been, I think, like, what, 2 hours, and I had to read all of this? But that's my fault. I got so far behind on, oh my goodness, I moved, and my green screen's acting kind of funny. I don't know why, but, I'll have to have that fixed tomorrow. I might do a stream tonight, being as there is new content coming out. Because if you remember, the newest one did say that the 11th, May 11th or the 12th, I have to go back and read it now. It's been a while. Hold on. I just want to make sure I got the date right. It did say the 11th, right? Here it is. 8th of May. 0442, and the release date should be stated at the bottom. May 11th, 12th, sorry. So, I don't know if that means it'll drop on the 11th, or it might drop on the 12th. I'm just going to have to keep an eye out for it, but it might have an announcement on the Discord. So, if this does drop, then I'm going to stream it. That's what it comes down to. So, now that we've been reading for Agility 5 hours, so we're going to walk around a little bit. Since I know where some of the locations are, we'll go take a peek. Who's behind me? Geodark. We got 269 players online right now. We're going to wander around, see what we can see. I'm just going to scroll down. Shady. Is that a new outfit? That's a new outfit. That's totally a new outfit. I know this because I've made a AI Shady quite a few times. And that's not what he was wearing. He was wearing like a more brown and tan looking kind of outfit with like gold trim. That's a new outfit for Shady. So, I should probably walk more down here. I have a higher chance of encountering people. Oh my goodness! So he's also wearing the male uniform, and I saw a giant syringe up there. Dominique. There he is. There's the male costume school uniform. And if you don't remember before, oh, here's the skills. Oh my goodness! Wow. So I can like learn all this now? No, not now. Do you want to learn the new secret of fire from the sky? I mean, I could if I wanted to. I really want Dash. Why can't I have it, though? Level 3, 1 Eon. Am I that broke? No, I have Eons. I wonder what that means. How come I can't get this? Level 3, 1 Eon. So how is it that I can do this? 32. Am I not clicking on it right? I guess that's it. I want to do the dash. What? Oh my god, we're running endless online. That was it? Wait. We gotta look at this giant syringe because how can we not? So, Is that 1 or 2 square skips? That's still really cool. I'll take it. We're going to go up here because there's supposed to be some cool stuff that's new, just like Noob Island. And that's what we used to call it back in the day. Noob Island. These are new. These berries weren't here before. Oh my goodness, look at all this stuff. Look at the things. Look at all the stuff and things. She's got a little baby double. Yeah. Baby blue. When did I play? Oh my goodness, what a question. Okay, so the way I do this is I started Gaia Online around the same time. Around the same time as this, Endless Online. So, what I do is I go to my Gaia Online account, and then I go to my profile, and that right there usually gives me the answer. So let's do that real fast. I'm on my Gaia right now. And let's go to my profile. Let me switch it over real fast. So this is my original account that I've had for a very long time. You can see right here, registered in 2005. And actually all of my characters above are all Endless Online themed. Even my own outfit is replicated by Endless Online. This is my Gaia Online profile. But so 2005 roughly is when I started playing Endless Online. And if not that, then closer to 2006 or 2007. Welcome to the stream, by the way. Look at all this cool new stuff. Oh my goodness. So we get this new house here, and let's go inside. I've been so out of... Oh, there's a sleeping kitty. I've been so out... Oh, you woke up. I've been so out of the loop of Endless Online. I haven't covered anything since, like, January. Nice. I played in 2006, 2009-ish. All right. So you're a vet, too. Do you remember what your username was? I've always been Bling Queen. Even now, I am Bling Queen. I have been ever since then. Since the beginning of time. Hey, you. Got a minute? I could really use your help with something. What's going on? I was excluded from most shops in Avontown. Now I am just hang around here. Hoping someone will help me out. Can you talk to a few persons for me? I will pay you good eons. How can I help? So I walked into the ranger shop one day, trying to sell them a legendary bow I crafted from some broken twigs. It was a masterpiece. The shopkeeper, Paul Pan, looked at me and then kicked me out. I will talk to Paul Pan. So let's look at the shops and see what it provides. Noob shields. I like that he just names it noob. I can't really... Oh, no, I can't. Oh, I was going to move this out of the way a little bit. But he just straight up names it noob armor. Voltar. He doesn't even try. No, you're a noob. Dagger, small sword, broadsword, and craft. You can craft the broadsword. Wow. Oh, so, and then here's a furnace back there. Can I actually click on it? It's actually interactable? No? Guess not. That's okay. Well, I guess I can go back here. No, I can't. I lied. I remember a few. Aramos. Super Senpai. Beware. Orc Speed. Mostly hung around the arena. Aw. Which arena was it? Was it like the PK zone? Or was it the arena in the castle? I haven't played in a long time, though. Maybe over 10 years. Oh, wow. But I checked out what people are doing with the game here. And yeah, it's really nice. So if you don't know, what happened is about 2015, Endless Online was done. It went down. Voltaire even like sent out a message saying, guys, I'm done. My team's quit. There's a lot of hackers and botters, and it's not good anymore. I'm sorry, I'm done. So for a long time, Sausage had a server going, And a lot of people were playing that. What was left. And about, I think, 2023, 22 maybe. Let's say 2022. Voltar actually came back. There's a new map up here. Let's go check that out. Voltar actually came back. And he started Endless Online up again. So if you were to go to the original www.endlessonline.com, it's all functional. It's all there. This Endless Online right now that I'm playing, this is from Voltar himself. So he actually picked the game back up. He got a new team. A lot of people, just players, actually help him make a lot of the art too and storylines. And he just picked it. Oh my goodness, this snake is this a black snake? Oh, he's not usually there. Sorry, I'm showing off new content I haven't seen before because I haven't played in a while. But this is actually from Voltar himself. And for a while, we had the original team taking part, or at least kind of being there. Like Sakura, Rexar, and who are the original 10? Lane, Rexar, Sakura, Arvid, Voltar. Terror, Dark Winter's Dreams. He did the music. 3 more. There's always someone I forget. Okay, did I say Mizzy and Angie? They were there for a while. And there's someone I forgot, but I don't know who it is. I'm terrible. Who was it? Chaos. Did I say Chaos? I think that was the one I was missing. Look at this area. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is this, dragons? What is it? No, it's a Cyclops. Oh, we can go see the school. Oh my goodness. We can actually see the school. There's the T-Walks. Oh, I haven't been in this, but it's the T-Walks. So these are newly added. Oh, so they're like super high level, or can I like take them out? Let's see. Oh, they're not too bad. I am a decent level though. I'm level 50. Didn't drop anything for me. Castle one-shot arena. Oh, alright. I think that T-Walk's coming for me. I have to run away. No, he's not. Okay. Sausage was your original hacker. Yeah, that's what I heard from the story. That and, what was his name? Paperclip or something with a Q. Quiddle? Was that it? There's a lot of things that had happened back in, did it originally start in like 2005? Something of the sort. But yeah, it has such a rich history of where it was, where it went, and where it is now. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that he came back. He absolutely did. Who was Voltar's nephew? Arvid? I don't know. Did he have a nephew that played? Crazy, all the OG team members came back. It is. Paperclip. Yeah. I know some of them didn't directly help work on it, but there is a Discord, and from what I read, a lot of the people, original admins, the original 10, plus Voltar himself, did come back. And kind of just, I don't know, just for old time's sake, I don't know if they necessarily worked on it. I know Angie was there for a while, and Amanda Panda. So some of the team members did come back and work on it, and they think they kind of just went off and did their own thing, because I haven't heard from them in a while. I think he just cracked some admin account. I heard one of them got it first, and then from them, someone else got it. I don't know. It's like a chain of command. Someone had it, someone else got it, and got it from them, and then kind of redistributed it to everybody else. From what I heard. I don't know. The story gets crazy. What's the online account? Right now, it is 200. Can I see? 273. It was close to 400 this afternoon. Right now, it is 1:04 a.m. for me. Oh my goodness, look at this place in here. I was trying to get to the Cyclops, though. So, for me, almost it is 1 in the morning. You got almost 300 players online. That's pretty nice. Although I do have to take into consideration, you can multi-client, so you can have multiple accounts on at the same time. Now, it's supposed to be just 2, but I know some people have some sort of thing that makes it so they have multiple ones. You can have like 5 accounts on at once, but that's not normal. That's not how you're supposed to do it. Was this the entrance? I don't even know where I came from. But yeah, there's been at least 7 updates from January to now. So here it is. May the 11th. So 7 updates in just that short amount of time. That's quite a bit. Where did I come out at? Oh, he did. Okay. I remember reading in the dev notes, it moved it around. Not bad. I remember it used to be, yeah, 2,000 players, 3,000. That's what I remember. And depending on who you talk to, some people will be like, well, it never originally had thousands of players. Like, oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. And there's other people I've talked to, too, that they do remember that. But other people are like, no, it was never that high. But it was. I'm trying to find the Cyclops here. I was just going in a circle. I think I did. I just went in a circle. He moved a lot of things here. These didn't connect before, and now they do. I want to get to the Cyclops, but I'm not entirely sure where they are. I think he did say it was this area, though. Oh, look at that. Look at the glowing effect. So nice. I don't think it's in here, but I can look. I've been out of the loop for quite a while, though, so I had to go back and reread all... I had to go back and read all these dev notes. Been out for months. But there is a brand new update that is actually about to drop either today or tomorrow. And that's the newest dev notes we just read. So it's still ongoing. It did say either the 11th or the 12th, so I don't know if it's going to be today dropped or tomorrow. But, you know, how cool is that? How cool is it to have this game from 2003 that started and then got cool and then died off and then came back? Like, you don't hear these kind of things. Yeah, it was packed. The map was probably a lot smaller, too. Yeah, and there was just people on top of people. I remember when you were trying to sell or buy something, you had like 20 people standing on the same square. It was impossible. There's a lot of content. That's more than we used to get back in 2007. I know, that's what I was saying. Here, there's a new bow that was released. The bone bow, I think it was called. And I was just saying, you know, I remember back when the scav bow was announced and the crossbow, and everybody was at Reapers and trying so hard to KS the Reaper so they could get that drop. It's just crazy to think about that, reading that update back then and reading these now. And I was talking about how the fan has not been added in yet, but the fan has always been part of my character. That and the kimono. I got it in my storage here somewhere. Oh, there it is. This is my OG look. But I'm waiting for the fan to be added in. Where are the Cyclops? Did I miss it? Anyways, there's so much new content that had been added in that I did not get to see yet, and I'm running around trying to see if I can find some of it. It's proving a bit difficult. But I know there was this empty area that has not been used. Oh, did he take it away? I think there's like giant hole here that's gone now. I'm gonna have to watch some videos online to see if someone can show me where this stuff is. Then I'm going to have to make a new video that shows this off. Shows off the new content that's coming out. Did I go over here yet? I gotta go see. People were screaming in all the cabs trying to sell stuff. Yeah, they were. And you know, here's Globe. It's still the same thing. Oh yeah, there's this liability kind of thing saying basically if you're not able to handle people being a little mean on here, and then you probably shouldn't be on Globe. What is this? Is this... Oh, it's the blobs. Okay. Oh my goodness, Reapers was insane. Yeah, it was super packed. There were so... And then the admins were standing in the back in the water. You couldn't move through people without taking 5 seconds. Yeah, you would have to hold down the bar and, like, itchworm it, right? That's classic look. I remember my look was a tuxedo and a bandana. Oh, that's fancy. What color bandana did you have? Was it the pirate one or was like one of the Ninja Turtle bandanas? Oh, this is the train station out here. Getting myself all lost. But yeah, he added an actual functioning train now. I mean, as functional as it's gonna get. If I go up here, oh look, and is that a male? No, it's a female. Anyways, male pandas had just been added in. But there you go. There's the devil outfit, and then the panda suit. Here's the train that we never got to see in the original Endless Online. You can go inside. I think you have to click on the conductor, though. I have to buy a ticket. I don't want to buy a ticket, though. But look at that. I mean, remember at the Reapers, there was always this trail, this railroad trail, but we never got to have an actual train. The Ninja Turtle one. Oh, okay. I remember switching between matching green hair, bandana shoes, and purple. I wanted the devil skin so bad. Man, that was hard to get. And I think the highest level I ever got in the original was like level 25, 35, somewhere up there. And now here I am, level 50. I wanted the devil skin so bad. Oh, and I vaguely remember that. Yeah. I mean, if you just sit down and think on it for a while, you're like, wow. It kind of starts coming back. Here we got bulls and chickens, and there's so much that's been added in. And if you didn't know, this is only our second year, I think. So this is actually still rather new. This is only our second year of being out. This whole new Endless Online. Oh my goodness! Was the Scarecrow always here? I don't think it was. He's cute! We got tomato plants. And you can see I got a little penguin. We got pets now. I wanted to see the Cyclops, but I don't know where to even begin looking at those for. Maybe it's further down, or maybe I should go to the catacombs. I should have looked at that map a little better. There's also like kind of a main story he's been working on. I have to continue from where I left off, but it's basically acknowledging that old Endless Online is coming together and blending with new Endless Online. So it's really interesting. He's trying to put it all into an actual story. That music is so nostalgic. Maybe a little higher, but the highest level person. Oh yeah, Medusa. Yeah, and she was only like 50. The pets are so cute. There's so many more. There's a little devil. There's a fox, a puppy, a kitty, a little bird that sits on your sits on your shoulder. There's a duck. What else is there? I'm trying to think. There's a snake going to be added in if it hasn't already. I couldn't remember seeing pictures of it. Oh, there's a dragon. So dragons have just been reintroduced into the game, and so you can get a little pet dragon from the egg. That's where I should go, actually. Maybe go check out the dragons. That's a little bit of a ways, though, so I'm going to have to walk down there. But I can use my new little dash thing here. So it looks like I can speed ahead 2 squares. That's cool, though. He's been trying to keep things nostalgic, but also reintroduce everything new. and he's been making it work pretty well so far. If I was to walk into the castle, you can see a lot of things are where they were. But also, new maps. Like, this is Avon. You probably remember Avon. This down here is kind of new from the original Endless Online. However, up here, got the guild house. And then just... here's Avon Square. Oh, there's the puppy. Okay, so we got a penguin here. And also, players now have access to being a bird. He's wearing the bird suit. He actually has a bird on his shoulder, if you see that. And his puppy's sleeping. Oh, here's the little fox. I think it's called a red panda, though. Yeah, red buddy. He's so cute. He takes a while to craft, though. There's just a lot of new things and old things. And here's the bar. Kind of got new stuff in there too. For the most part, it looks the same. But you got this lighting, you got new NPCs. And if you go down into the light, it gets, if you go down, there's like a party zone. What whip is that? Reaper from the... I forget what it's called, though. Oh, Pumpkin Scythe. Pumpkin Scythe. And it's lore, so you can't buy it. Or trade, I think, right? It is lore, right? I think it's lore. I better double check. Might be... Oh, bound! Yeah, right there it says bound, so no, it can't come off. Can you check out the castle? Oh, okay, yeah, let me go back up there. Sorry, I should have read that before I left. The dash is needed. Yes, it is. Like, the walking takes quite a bit of ways to go. It's a little different, but I remember it. Can you run on this? Run this on Mac? I don't think you can. I've had people actually ask me this before, and I don't believe they've done that yet. Or if they plan to. So, with this new little spell, you can go ahead 2 squares, and then you can see it has a cooldown period. But still, it's a dash button. I love this. I've been saying that it's been needing this for quite a while. That or, like, running tennis shoes. Okay, so here we are at the castle. It is definitely different from before. Normally you have like bushes and you would walk down this area. It was more like this. But the music's the same. The layout here looks a little the same. And I don't think you can enter from that place. You gotta go from the stairs. I don't come to the arena much. But here we go. Is that another shady? Okay. You can hear the music. That's the same. Yeah, I don't come to the arenas, like, at all. But there are areas that are reminiscent. This is where you would enter in. And then you would access through here. But I believe there's the middle stairs where you can be a spectator in the arena. I just have to find where it went. Where are those stairs? Oh, they got just a little beach hanging out there. Why, though? Why? Do we need that in the arena? Someone just needs to be a camper. Remember that? If you just sat there, or if you, like, hung out in the corner or something, they would call you a camper. And then, you know, this is when there was moonlighting, where people would just use that thing where it almost looked like they're just, like, floating in the air. Oh, there we go. The middle stairs. So you can spectate. Nobody here, though. That was my favorite part. Legas just tried to convert everyone into the EO player. Yes, I want you all to play Endless Online right now. Yeah. The dash is needed. It's a little different, but I remember it. Have you ever played Zelda Link to the Past? I played like a little teeny tiny bit of it, but no, I didn't complete it or anything. I was just like, I have no idea what's going on. I didn't commit to it. This game looks like a fusion of RuneScape and classic Stardew Valley. Yeah, it really does. I didn't know what RuneScape was for the longest time, but apparently these were kind of close together. Actually, RuneScape came first, didn't it? And there's a lot of music that sounds very similar. And then Ryan had shown me about RuneScape. There's still coffee in here. Not anymore. I was like, wow, I never realized how similar Endless Online and RuneScape were. And yeah, with the pixel sprites, it looks very similar to Stardew Valley. The Castle Arena nostalgic. I know, in the sound, it's like, oh, I remember this. Oh no. Not even a full running animation. No, it's just a just speed across. This is still beneath old school RuneScape then. Give it time. Give it time. Maybe there's an upgraded dash. And then 3 squares. Nobody here though. I remember people sitting inside each other throwing heart emojis. Yeah. There's a joke of F11 and 7 because you would do and you still can. You can do still 7 makes hearts. Here's the emojis. You got 7 that's hearts. The dancing banana or moon, however you saw it, for 8. 9 is the like disgusted look. And then like the cussing for 4. 5 is question, exclamation marks for 7. No, sorry, that was 6. But it's sunshine for 1. And then the frustration for 2. Crying for 3, and then like the happy face sticking out the tongue, 0, and then the blushing for dot, period, whatever you want to call it. It's still there. RuneScape came up in 2001. Yeah, I remember it was a game that was around for quite a while. Super old. This game was inspired by that. It must have been. It's very similar now that I've actually seen it. But mostly by a game called Dark Ages. I've heard of that too. Look up screenshots of Dark Ages. Yeah, I have it. And I was like, oh wow, that's pretty similar. Someone had mentioned that to me. And I looked up the pictures before. Oops, I put in the wrong thing. Game. Dark Ages game. Yeah, wow, look at that. If I was to swap over, like, look at this. That is very similar. Look at this. Yeah, I mean, look at the layout of this as well. It's just like, wow, even just very, very close. Wow. I know something that's been requested is that if Voltar could get this on Steam, but right now this is actually still in beta stage. Voltar said he wanted to rebuild it, and there's a lot he's been doing with it, and it's not in its final form. But it's a possibility to have it on mobile. I think there's something like it, or working on it, to be on mobile, so people can play it, like, you know, on their phone. And what was the other thing? I think he has plans to release it on Steam once it's actually complete. I think. I'm not entirely sure. But I know having it be at least mobile was one of the biggest things people were requesting as he worked on it. Link to the Past only reached the halfway mark as a kid where you get the Master Sword in the forest. Oh my goodness, how did you do that? Like, I can't even imagine playing that game as a kid. I couldn't. I played Harvest Moon, and I played Sims, and Animal Crossing, and Pokemon Red. That's what I played as a kid. If you decide to play Link to the Past, I can help guide you. I would need absolute guidance. I would be lost in a cardboard box. Just like the Mega Man Battle Network streams. Yeah. I was thinking about, like, maybe this summer I can go back to one of them. Or maybe after I complete Legend of Zelda. Ocarina of Time. I don't know what I'm playing after that. I just know that Ocarina of Time and Coffin of Andy and Lele are the two main ones that I wanted to complete for now. But I still need to play Mega Man 3. Is that what I started? I think it was. The Mega Man streams were funny. I would yell and say, use the program advance! Chip Trader, use the Chip Trader! But I struggled, but I still managed to beat the boss. Old School RuneScape actually started in 1999. Oh my goodness. Honestly, Dark Ages looked even better, but I remember it being kind of dead when I tried playing it. Aw, how long ago did you try to play? The RuneScape Classic where it was 2D like this was the 1999 version. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember there was like 2 options or 3. You can convert it to Classic or the new one. Isn't there like 3 of them in all? Google image search RuneScape Classic games. I've seen them. I've seen pictures. I always thought Voltar could have made a lot of money if he wanted to back in the day by selling stuff. People were selling gold and accounts for lots of money back then. Yeah, they were. A lot of people had brought that up too. I think someone even had like a conversation with Sakura and was like, how come Voltar just kind of gave up on the game instead of just selling it? Oops. Why isn't this showing up? That's odd. Well, I'm showing off pictures on Google Chrome, but I don't know why my stream's like, that doesn't exist. What happened? Okay, there we go. I think he just, yeah, but look at that. Look at the similarities too. But the thing that really caught me was the music. I think when it came down to it, Voltar was just done. Like, he just wanted to do his own thing, and you know, I had a good run, and then it was done. But the surprising part is that he not only came back, but he just completely rebuilt it and continues to rebuild it. This was like 2008 when I tried playing it. Oh, okay. It's been decades since I played Link to the Past, but I think it's like 3 games that are scattered across the map. You collect all 3 to unlock the Master Sword. Oh, that sounds so exhausting. I know they made a Link to the Past for the DS. Like, they kind of made a revamped version. I just read this online. Hope you enjoy replies to posts you made 6 years ago that show up in search. This online was made from a guy trying to impress his girlfriend. Who put to say he can make a clone of Dark Ages? Funny little bit of history. I wonder if that's true or not. Strange. The second 2D images are classic game. The 3D version they all call RuneScape came out in the early 2000s. I think that was the one Brian played. And like I said, I didn't even know RuneScape was a thing until like 5 years ago, maybe. Like, I don't know. What I played back in that time frame, like 2005, I did Gaia Online, Endless Online. I think it was a little later, but IMVU, Zwinkies. Docking Station, Creatures 3. A lot of that as well. Fish Tycoon, that was a big one. What else? There was a lot of PC games, but I can't. Black and White was one as well. If you guys remember that. What else did I play back then? I feel like there's another big one, but I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, now we're gonna head down and see if I can find the dragons. And then I'll probably call it stream because it is 1:29 in the morning here. But it took me so long to read this. All the updates that had happened that I missed. And now here it is. There's a new update coming out. Oh, look at them. They all got kitties. They all got kitties and they went fishing. That's a new thing too. You can go mining in this online. You can go fishing. Here's my fishing rod. Here's my pickaxe. What else is there? The new kind of bow. You can see some of the sprites that are back in the day. Here's someone's a squirrel. There was a lot of new skins that were added. What was I trying? Oh, the dragons. Why don't I remember where the dragons are? I love going to the underworld. How did I forget how to get there? I think it's over here. Where's my guy that does the things? Oh, here we go. Port of Shadows. That's what we're going to. So this is the new Endless Online transportation system. There are scrolls, but they're not like before. They are, but they aren't. It's more focused on tickets. So right now I have 8 tickets, which you would buy in the port in this area. And you can see there's toll. So where I want to go is Port of Shadows. So here we are on a boat. And we're going to walk around. Right now there's 283 people online. Wow. And it's, like I said, 1:30 in the morning. Wow, look at this. So here we are on a boat. There's water, skulls. I'm trying to get to the dragons. I don't actually know where they are, but I think this is a pretty good location for them to be at. There's lava and everything. I don't know. But I was kind of hoping to find them. Do you think the dragons would be in here, or would they be outside of it? Maple Story! Oh, I forgot about Maple Story. That was another one I played. Was a game a lot of people quit EO for. Yeah, it was. Someone else was trying to get me to quit playing Endless Online and switch over to Maple Story. I'm like, no way! I'm not doing that. But I didn't stick with that. I didn't either. I didn't stick with it. I didn't stick with Maple Story. I stuck with Endless Online. Huh. Dragons, where are you? Reminds me of the underworld, right? Really cool. You know, when you're running around with the lavas everywhere. They did remake that map. But it's inside. Okay, so maybe the underworld and the dragons are close by, which if that's the case, then I'm going to have to accidentally find the location. And I have to do this every single time because something's wrong with my brain and I just cannot remember where things are. Here's these spiders. Now, we don't have the bone spider back yet, but these guys are kind of similar-ish. Although the bone spider was more of like a giant skeleton thing with legs, spider legs. But the underworld has been remade, and there's lava all over the place, and it's been redone with imps and the guardian, giant head skulls that chase you. Is it back here? But I would suggest if you're bored and looking for a game, then pop it. Oh, here's some new these new spider guys. They're kind of higher level though. I would say jump in Endless Online, run around just for even nostalgia. Even if you don't want to commit to it, it's really fun. Or look around on YouTube for some more videos. I did do a video where after Voltar had announced that this new game would be released, this new version of Endless Online. This is called Endless Online Recharged, by the way. But we all just mainly refer to it as Endless Online. But it's officially Endless Online Recharged. Where's the entrance? I know it's back here. I always forget where it's at, but I know it's around here, especially around the water. Someone dropped some fibers. I'm gonna pick that up. Because I are a noob. Anyways, I had actually streamed launch day, which was like in June, I think it was. In what? We're in 5, so I think it was 2023. And it was pretty interesting to see so many people running around experience this new world for the first time. Now it's been 2 years. Almost 2 years in June. But people have adjusted that came from the old Endless Online. It's fairly interesting. Where is it? I know the entrance is around here somewhere. There's a lot of bones here, by the way. Hope I didn't miss it. I know the entrance is here, but I always get lost for some reason, and I have to wander around the cave until I accidentally find the entrance. I think I'm close by, though. I wanted to see the new dragons, because they got, like, a new upgrade. Oh, look, there it is. I hope so, at least. Okay, good. So, now I should just go all the way to the other end and be close to the lava zone. It's been a while since I've been here, but they might have changed it. There's supposed to be a giant red portal. Okay, here we go. That's a good sign. Oh, is this the anti-church? Yeah, it is. These new shadow guys are here. I'm just trying to remember. I don't know if I've been into the anti-church or not. I must have. No, there's a quest in there. But there's also a portal. Yeah, this red portal. No, that's just falling lava. So what's over here? Is this new? Oh, okay. This is the portal I was looking for. Now, it's possible the dragons are in there. I'm gonna hope they are. Because I'm gonna go take a peek inside. And if the dragons aren't there, I guess sad stream, because I tried. Oh, see, this is the underworld. Here it is. I would imagine the dragons are somewhere around here, but I don't actually know, because like I said, I have not jumped on Endless Online and looked around since, like, January. But here it is. Here's the remade underworld. I do have ghosting on, so I can kind of run by. And you can see that they slowed them down a little bit, because as before, they were really fast. I don't remember if the layout is the same as the old map, but I think it is. But unfortunately, I actually don't remember or memorize the old layout. Ah! But other people that did, they can actually get to where they're going. It's like a giant S, isn't it? Kinda. Okay, look, here's some land. What will we find? Is there dragons over here? Dragons, are you her? Nope, we just got lava falling from the sky. That's neat. There's more of the land. Is this it? Is there dragons over here? I really don't know. I'm just wandering around, but I'm kind of hoping I was going to encounter them. I don't know specifically where they're at. So, for the newest update, we just got the... If you remember the schoolgirl uniform, Sakura would always wear that. It's the white and blue one, but there's also the other version that's the black one. We just got released that outfit along with a male version, which we never had before. And what else? I'm trying to remember the first notes I read. I don't see dragons here. It might not be in this area. I don't know. I tried. Maybe they're further up. No, if they're here at all. I think I'm just gonna have to watch somebody put the dragons and then copy them. I'm happy he slowed them down, though, because, man, these things were so hard to outrun. And they hit hard! Nope, I'm lost. Eeh. I'm in the yellow. Oh, what's this? Is that the Dragon Gate? Oh my goodness, I've never been here before. What is this? Can I get in? Can I not? Why not? Is this fake? What? Does it not work? Do I need a special key? Why does this not work? I didn't know. I didn't know. Well, that's a little disappointing. I guess it's probably a quest thing you gotta activate, but it looks like something here. Am I not high enough level? I should be. Look, I'm level 50. What do you want from me? Level 50! Well, alright. I guess that's stream then. And then if I'm feeling up for it, I will do a stream tonight, maybe, since the new content will drop. You know, the streamer Pokimane? Yeah, she used to play in this online. I heard a lot of that too. She even like made a comment. People are taking pictures of, oh, I didn't know you could come over to me. She used to play this actually. If the game were to release on Steam and she got to play it, it could blow it up a little. Oh, that would be so cool. Someone actually had, for her, they advertised Endless Online somehow, and they had little animation. It was like talking about killing green snakes and will Endless Online ever be truly endless? It was really interesting to watch and listen to. Oh yes, I remember this. You need some health pots. I know, I'm dying. I gotta... Where did my health go? Hey, I had health, and now it's gone. I had the heal spell. I don't know where it went. That's probably because he redid all of this, which is understandable. I need some health pots. I'll give it a try when I get a chance. Yeah, please do. It's really great. It's cool, and everyone's pretty friendly on here. I mean, you know, if you got your, if you remember how to talk, you use this for talking on Globe, or if you want to PM someone, you put an exclamation mark and then type the name and then space, and then you say hi. Message. Everything's pretty much the same in a way. It's just kind of the design. Yeah, there's a cool little what do you call it? Oh my goodness, he's coming for me. He means it. He mean business. That's a cool little advertisement somebody did. I also posted on my YouTube. I did make like a little song. I turned Endless Online into like a high school kind of thing, except it's Academy. It's called Avon Academy, if you look that up on YouTube. And I just made an AI. I made a song, and I had a bunch of AI pictures generated that I posted a few days ago. I think it's been like a week or two now. But I also do a lot of Endless Online art, and you could Google that. It's a lot. DeviantArt has a lot of it as well. Ugh. Alright, guys. Well, it is 1:42 a.m. and I'm done. It's time for bed. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are in your part of the world. I will see you guys later. Good night.